Tell me, where do I go? Tell me, where do I take us? Your heart is starting to slow. May the water be safe as I dive in. Bloodstains washing underneath the waves. I'll be reaching out again.
right before the drop, we end it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to GetRECt 2018 Fall Split Gold Capped Cross Conference Week 2. But for the rest of the world, it's just Week 7.
Yeah.
I am David Vid Cossack, and here with me is Corey Hunger Bunger Bunger. How are you doing, Corey?
Doing all right. I actually am excited for these games. This one in particular is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get the opportunity to roast me very heavily
Oh
in
yeah,
this
I see.
game.
I see. You're playing top lane.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So today we do have for you 3 games. Unfortunately, yeah, Maristamatic only had 2 because 3 games in total ended up being forfeits this week. Turns out when it's not a playoff race, no one really wants to play that week. So,
Yeah.
in order, we will have for you Ghost versus Gecko Slammer Armageddon, Propulsion Esports versus Tastes Like Purple, and finally the big one, the first place match between the conferences, the Piltover Pokes versus the Hardest Road. So let's get into this first game, Ghost and GSM. Oh, right, I didn't
Because you
play
gotta
it.
pause it. And on the blue side, we do have Ghost. Derisive Oxen in the top lane on Gnar. Static playing Hecarim jungle. Essential Rain, Syndra mid. Danny Phantom and Acidic Tom rounding out the bot lane as Sivir and Taric.
Meanwhile, on the red side, we do have Gecko Slammer, Armageddon, Hunger Bunger subbing in the top lane as Maokai, Kairu playing Jax jungle, Goddess of Storms on the Orianna mid, God of Storms playing Varus bot, and then Silver Spade 10 on the Thresh.
Yes. And just so you know, fair warning, I've had confirmation from God of Storms that he is going to be changing his name every single week to match somebody else on the team, so have fun with that.
That's right, he was Silver Spade 09 last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm just never going to cast a Gecko Slammer Armageddon game again in my life. Wonderful.
Normal lineups from both teams here. No one trying anything cheesy at this early level 1. So looks like we're just going to have the standard buffs going over to the junglers.
Yeah, it does seem pretty normal. The only thing is that it doesn't look like Ghost is actually Ghost isn't covering their bot side. They're just they had the Taric up there toward the Pixel Brush, but Danny Phantom opted to just stay in the side bush rather than waiting in that Tri-Brush and checking toward invade. So they just trust each other to not do anything cheesy at this point, especially after seeing Hunger Bunger and Goddess of Storms on the top side of the map. But
Yep.
Kairu taking his red buff, so that is a new development that we've seen recently. Usually, junglers will just take their bot side camp. Obviously.
Not with this case.
Yeah, not in this game. And a couple of other games recently in OKLCS and even in solo queue, you'll see that in the top. You'll take your red side or whichever works, since Jack's jungle doesn't really rely on it.
No, not as much. Yes, especially if you want to use the Counter Strike, which stops a lot of the auto attack damage. It does cost a fair amount of mana. However, he's a very auto attack reliant jungler, and that increased health regen that he gets from the red buff is extremely beneficial to him.
Yeah, he is going to be doing a lot more in terms of, or he's going to be doing a lot better in terms of jungle sustain rather, with that red buff rather than blue buff, because it's not like he has any healing effects or big AoEs that he needs to use repeatedly.
Exactly.
We do see a little bit of an early CS lead for Ghost. God of Storms missing a couple creeps in the first 2 waves is going to mean that Danny Phantom is slightly ahead. I think this should shake itself out pretty soon, especially since it seems like GSM are trying to push it in.
Yeah, they definitely are. Something else to note when talking about CS deficiencies, the Derisive Auction is completely pushing in Hunger Bunger in the top lane with almost a 10 CS advantage.
Yeah, he is at 7 currently, and pushing this in, it's only to mean Hunger Bunger will lose more and more CS. So he is on the strong end already. It's not like this GSM bot lane here where, oh, good hook onto Taric, but we're not going to see too much aggression, just a little bit chip damage. Bit of early aggression coming out from Hunger Bunger. He might actually die here. The flash coming out, and that's going to be first blood for Derisive Oxen, picking up a solo kill over Hunger Bunger.
Yeah, just a little bit too much over-aggressive if you notice, the start of the Twisted Advance did come out before the jump, but it follows.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Oh, whoa, the flash forward by Acidic Tom, and Static is here. He's going to flash on to God of Storms, who is taking damage, but now Static stunned up, and he's going to take a turret shot. That's going to be the kill, it looks like. Silver Spade taking that with his Ignite. Acidic Tom trying to get away. He's taken very low, but there's no follow-up from GSM. A botched dive there. Ghost.
It was a little bit of one. Well played by Silver Spade, making sure he gets the hook, the flay, to keep Static under tower range, because that's really what helped them secure that kill.
Yeah, that was definitely Silver Spade's, a big win for Silver Spade there, particularly because, you know, Static did jump under tower, but it's not like he just jumped under tower and killed himself. It was the onus was on Silver Spade to follow that up and translate that into a kill.
Yeah, so because Static was going to get out, he was out of tower range. Silver Spade brought him back under it, proccing the Ignite then as well.
Yeah,
so
and the bot lane of Ghost didn't really follow there that much. I mean, obviously they don't have, with their flash and heal down from earlier, they didn't have that many engage tools to go in. It's not like Acidic Tom was at an excess of health. You know, he had the stun, but he didn't have a flash to just get in there and stun one of them. So
no, he didn't. And Static was a little bit too far away for the Bastion, so wasn't able to get that second part of the stun onto him either.
Yeah, a little bit poorly communicated there in the bot lane, but again, mostly Silver Spade capitalizing very well on a little bit of an overextension.
Oh yes, very much.
Oh, but he's coming back. That's going to be the engage from Acidic Tom, and now Static knocking God of Storms back. He's going to take the Lantern, but the flash forward, he might get out of here. Danny Phantom is going to be pulled under turret. That's going to be the flay back, and oh, Danny Phantom going to go down Silver Spade again, and now Hunger Bunker, another solo kill from Derisive Oxen. Whew! We've got Silver. That was another great play from Silver Spade there. They just don't seem to be respecting the power of of Thresh's stick potential.
Yeah, it is definitely. That's something that Thresh is known for, and it's something that Silver Spade has been shown to do. Is very strong on this Thresh pick. Is able to land those death sentences. Is able to land those flays, and he, in this case, keeps God of Storms in the battle with a good Lantern.
Yeah, and again, you know, Thresh can do a lot on his own, but he really does excel when capitalizing on those enemy mistakes. And again, the bot lane, Danny Phantom going under the turret, just a little bit too much greed there, trying to go for God of Storms, who actually ended up getting away.
Yep. And then we see Acidic Tom taking the TP for the moment to get back into lane with his Unsealed Spellbook.
Yeah, Spellbook is another new development in the last patch that we have seen a lot more on top laners and support specifically. I mean, just having that one-off summoner spell, you know, for supports you usually use it to take a TP, get back to lane faster, or maybe even like a cleanse or something. You know, if they're really
if you want to switch back and forth between Exhaust Ignite.
Yeah, Exhaust Ignite or TP, heal even. But for the top laners, that generally goes toward, like, oh, well, lane, so I'll bring the Ignite, or I'll bring the Exhaust, while my TP is on cooldown.
Yep. And that's something that's really strong, especially with TP now having such a long cooldown. Because your cooldown for your teleport, while you've swapped out, so for instance, you could teleport back to lane, swap out, and make it something else. Like, you can make it an Ignite.
And having... and having another spell available, but Static coming in, that's going to be the flash away from Goddess of Storms. He's going to be fleeing back into the turret. Sombrero's on top of himself. Static taking so many tower shots. He's going to go down to Kairu. He flashes forward to secure the kill.
I'll say, that was a little bit of a KS he didn't necessarily need to. He flashed forward for that. It was going to go down to the tower. I'm guessing it's just Kairu really needed... just a little, he wanted that extra gold, needed a little bit of that extra damage.
Yeah, just an unnecessary flash, basically waste his flash. Obviously, you do get the 150 gold out of that for the assist, but I'm not sure if that's worth it for the next 5 minutes. Hunger Bunker now taking Derisive Oxen on again. He's going to get the level up, going to keep him just out of range of the Hyper Execute, but... it's might go poorly for Hungerbunger now that Derisive Oxen has all of his cooldowns up.
Yeah, and it's definitely interesting, especially with Derisive Oxen's build. If you look at his build, he's got the recurve bow.
That looks like it's gonna be a Borg. Oh, the Gnar coming back. That's gonna be Hungerbunger and Derisive Oxen duking it out. Meanwhile, on the bot side, the engage by Silver Spade. Acidic Tom not going to find anyone with the Dazzle. Looks like Derisive Oxen just going to back off. Kairu is up here to help his top laner.
He could, but I don't necessarily know if he wants to. With Hungerbunger being so low, and now Derisive Oxen just got back into mini form, which means there's going to be a lot of passive stacks, hyper stacks going on, which are going to chunk down Hungerbunger very easily.
Yeah, as well, look at the CS differential in that top lane. Oh, but Kairu is here. He's going to help out his top laner, but no, the flash away from Derisive Oxen going to keep him safe. That is a small win for the top side of GSM, just because, you know, they get the flash burned.
Yeah, it is, especially because something that's really big for Gnar is when you're transforming, you flash and instantly Gnar.
Yeah.
Like that, it takes away a lot of that aggression. It gives Hungerbunger a little bit more breathing room. Now he just needs to look for the bounce or for some other form of engage as he's transforming.
Oh, that's going to be the Shade of Corruption coming out. Taric going to go so low, the Ignite is ticking on him, but he flashes away. Danny Phantom now taking so much damage. They're both going to walk out clean. God of Storms still has flash, but they are far out of range. Just Piercing Arrow. Now Static here. Nope. Just gonna zoomy horse away.
Is just going to do that. I definitely do like this new skin though for Hecarim.
Oh, is it the?
This is the Lancer Hecarim.
Oh, Lancer.
This
yeah.
is the new Hecarim skin. It looks really nice.
Isn't it kind of old though? I thought it was.
Well, they updated it.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah, it got a new little update. Because before it was like,
Yeah, I didn't think it was that impressive when it first came out.
No, but now it looks nice.
Okay, yeah, I did not realize that there was an update to that skin. Yeah, that does actually look really nice. I thought it was.
Yeah, see, no, it's
yeah.
the Lancer Wukong. Looks really nice. Well, they came out with Lancer Wukong.
Yeah, they came out with Lancer Wukong and Lancer Zero Hecarim.
Exactly, but it didn't look that good. But now it looks really nice.
Yeah. I do have to agree with you there. Of course, the classic Maokai in the top lane. As well as Gentleman Gnar. Most people go for Dino, but I do like Gentleman.
I prefer Gentleman. Gentleman is nice.
I like the little fluffy white fur. He reminds me of a Pomeranian.
He does a little bit.
I mean, a Pomeranian that then turns into, like, a very large, angry Pomeranian.
Yeah, very much.
Like a big cat, almost.
Almost.
Just like one of those big, fat, angry cats. The ones that just kind of expect you to do things for them, but they also hate you.
Yeah, definitely. And it's, you know, when it comes to Maokai in that matchup, he doesn't really like either of those.
Yeah, neither of them is particularly a good matchup for him just because Gnar is so much stronger of a laner. And honestly, I think he is generally just kind of the better champion than Maokai. That's going to be the Unleashed Power, not going to take down Goddess of Storms thanks to the barrier. But yeah, Hungerbunger, he's taking a lot of chunk damage from these hyper procs, really screwing him over here. Now Essential Rain going to flash forward. He's gonna take down Goddess of Storms. The Flash Ignite coming in. Another good solo kill. That's 3 solo kills now, all for the side of Ghost.
Yeah, it is, and you gotta admit though, 2 of them were more so just Hungerbunger doing things like this.
And look at this. Derisive Oxen might find himself another kill. No, the minion's going to keep him away. And but now Kairu is here. Derisive Oxen jumping away. Hungerbunger's going to root him. He's going to be stunned down. And ooh, Hungerbunger lives with a sliver of health.
So definitely think he went in just a tad too early there, but good job of Kairu being there to back him up, saying, hey, I know you want that aggression, and I'm right here.
Yeah, meanwhile, Derisive Oxen, that was a pretty good, like, 1v1 just to trade some damage, put Hungerbunger at a little lower, and make him think. But unfortunately for him, Kairu being there was really just unfortunate. And it's strange that Jax hasn't. Well, actually, it's not strange. It's pretty expected. Jax hasn't had much presence in this game so far, aside from just coming in and getting a little bit of a leap strike counter strike.
A little bit of damage going back away.
Yeah.
And that's really all that he brings. It's not same thing with Hecarim. Hecarim, though, at least can move around the map a little bit faster, has the mobility to show up more often. even though really all he brings is, at least he has a fear now with the Onslaught of Shadows.
Yeah.
But all he really brings is a knockback to the party.
Yeah, I do expect Hecarim to be more... Oh, now with Essential Rain coming down here, this could spell doom for the bot lane of GSM. But it looks like he's just going to roam back. Yeah, he sees that the ward is down there, so... But yeah, I do expect Hecarim to be much more active at this stage of the game than Jax. So I am kind of disappointed with Static in that he is 0-2 right now, hasn't been able to offer anything to his laners yet. He should be stronger just off of the merit that, you know, he's Hecarim, he has a very easy gank path. He just comes in really fast and no one can get away, or you burn the flash and then come back for a repeat gank. On the other hand, Jax has a much harder time without a setup from his laners.
Yep, and there's another engage from Hungerbunger onto Derisive Oxen.
And Kairu's here. Derisive Oxen's going to have to flash over the wall. So, I mean, yeah, again, the Jax, just by his presence, is kind of forcing these flashes. But now that Standing Phantom, the Shockwave is going to actually miss God of Storms, putting out the damage, but Taric Ultimate is going to... keep both members of Ghost healthy and alive. So now 3 members pushing in the bot side.
Looks like they're trying to race to get this first turret. Derisive Oxen has pushed this top turret so low, and GSM went to counter on the bot side.
Oh, that's Acidic Tom. He's going to go down to Goddess of Storms. Great job by him. Now Static pushing Silver Spade back in, forced to flash away. Hook goes wide. Hungerbunger has to keep Derisive Oxen off of this lane, and he knows it. He's going to go for it. He might actually fall. He flashes away, and Derisive Oxen cannot follow. Again, the minions block his path. But now Kairu's here, Essential Rain and Static, both going to try and fight him. Gonna force the flash from Kairu over the Dragon Wall. Oh, but the Onslaught of Shadows, he's gonna take down Kairu, as well as Derisive Oxen picking up a kill and a turret on Hungerbunger.
Yeah, and that's really unfortunate. That was just a couple of seconds away from, you know, just being a first turret for GSM. So Hungerbunger sacrifices his life in vain in an attempt to give that objective to GSM.
Does not manage to allow his team to pick up the bot side. I don't think that was of much fault of his own. There's not that much you can do against a Borknar at that point. You can just hope that your team is faster, and I don't think the bot side of GSM pushed that hard enough to, you know, they didn't force it really. They were just kind of pushing it in.
Yeah, but you know, something they didn't necessarily want to push it in right away. There were a lot of members showing bot.
Yeah.
You saw the Syndra down there, you saw the Taric down there, you saw the Hecarim down there. There were 4 members down there, and so with being only 3, GSM wanted to make sure they were safe before they went in for that turret.
Yeah, I do think, however, with the Hecarim coming over the wall, that should have given the opportunity for God of Storms, and Silver Spade to all just focus down the turret. I think you still win that 3v3 or whatever it was, because Essential Rain had moved off at that point, so even if Static comes back around, that is just a 3v3. I think you, at least, if you don't win it, you get out of it.
Yep, and now we see, even though the Drake is up, we see a swap from GSM. Bot lane going top and top lane going bot.
Yeah, meanwhile, Danny Phantom and Acidic Tom still on the bot side. Hungerbunger, he's just getting abused this game. Poor guy.
Did someone say Dyrus?
He is at a 40 CS deficit against Derisive Oxen, as well as a 3-kill deficit, all 3 of them being solo kills. But his team is still doing well. They're only 400 gold behind, thanks to the bot lane of GSM doing pretty well as the mid lane, you know, staying relatively even. But now Silver Spade, I may have spoke too soon. Silver Spade in trouble. Essential Rain, and that's going to be the kill for Static. God of Storms taken so low by Derisive Oxen.
That's a summoning of Shelly in the top lane by Kairu. He soloed that himself earlier, and looks like they're going to use it to get this tower down.
Yeah, trying to close this 1,000 gap, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to follow up with Static coming in. He doesn't have Onslaught of Shadows, but it doesn't matter. God of Storms might still be dead. No, Static! He can't finish it off, and that's going to be God of Storms taking the kill. Ooh.
And that's extremely frustrating. You're just like, I just need that one more auto attack, just need that little bit more damage, and it wasn't there.
Basically the third time this game that Static has just been like, I got it, I got it, I got it, charges in, can't finish it off, and pays the price for it.
Hey, you know what would have given him a bit more damage?
Triforce?
Oh, well, I was going to say Ghost.
Ghost?
Ghost and Celerity.
He does have...
Ghost and
yeah,
Celerity would give him more damage.
He did end up using the Predator. I do not know what his secondary runes are, but meanwhile, this mid turret in grave danger. Silver Spade going to be stunned, and now Kairu is here. Danny Phantom forced to flash out. Hungerbunger's here as well. It's going to be a 4v3, but now the triple stun. Acidic Tom tanking turret. He's going to go down. And GSM save the turret.
Yeah, they do, and at the cost of nobody's life. They did have to expend, they'd have to expend a little bit there in that fight, but nobody died, which is the important part.
Yeah, and the cooldowns they used weren't even, you know, that crucial. You know, no one's dancing around the dragon right now. That shockwave, that box, they're going to be up by the time that someone does this. But now it seems like Essential Rain is just going to get this. And oh no, Silver Spade is in a bad place. But Static, he's stunned up again. He's got to go. He's got to get away. The Ignite coming out. They're both going to escape with their lives. But that's got to be another. Oh, ooh, piercing arrow, just missing him. But
ooh,
yeah,
that was extremely close there from Static. But you know, he's just getting extremely out there by the skin of his teeth, and even now he's
and
he dies.
Static.
Oh, poor Static. The healing does a little bit, but it caps out at so much, buddy. You can only heal so much off those Raptors.
Well, you know, what should we expect? He's got Flash.
That's true. But now, with that jungler being down, this gives GSM the ample opportunity to take that Ocean Drake that's been sitting there since the beginning of the game.
Yeah, Static, unfortunately, by losing his life, he gives over the dragon to GSM. And even though they're 600 gold behind right now, they've got they're 2 turrets down, so that's free gold sitting there on the map. I forget what the Worlds casters called it this morning or last night. I think it like apparent gold or something. It's, you know, it's basically gold that's very easy to pick up.
It's gold that's sitting in your. It's sitting there. It's just not in your pocket yet.
Yeah, it's like very easy to pick up at this stage of the game. Like in about 5 minutes, and you can easily take an outer turret. So, yeah, this is gold that's readily available for GSM to pick up. So I think they are actually on the. You know, they're actually sitting quite well, very pretty in the beginning of this. Toward the middle of this game. It's already 21 minutes.
They're already 21 minutes in. Items starting to come through. Other than Gnar and Sivir, who are on 2 full items, everyone else has at least finished their first.
Yeah,
the supports are on it. The supports are on a couple items as well.
And everyone else has finished their boots, aside from that. Derisive Ox and Danny Phantom, the 2 with 2 items.
Yes.
But we do have Ghost sitting here in the jungle. They might be able to catch Kairu here. No, they're not going to go for it. But now Derisive Ox. Oh, that's going to be the engage onto God of Storm. Static, not quite going to catch him, but God of Storm's going to go down to Danny Phantom as well. Acidic Tom going on the other side of the fight. Now Hungerbunger, he's getting focused. Oh, the Shockwave whiffs. Goddess of Storm's not going to be able to get anything, but he's going to take Static very low. Derisive Oxen has the Gnar. Can he jump in onto Goddess of Storms? No, he's not going to start his team. Not quite in a position to follow him under that turret.
No, and this is extremely dangerous for GSM. Everybody at half or almost half health bars, and with that stun...
Silver Spade! Is he gonna... No! He stuns up Essential Rain. I think that trade is totally worth it for him, but now Danny Phantom going to Spell Shield the Hungerbunger, the Maokai ult. And that's going to be another 1-for-1 trade, but now with the mid laner down, a lot of Ghost's threat power under this turret is gone.
It is, and definitely I think that Hungerbunger extended a little too far for that. With Derisive Oxen running around the side, that could have been a very easy kill for Ghost if they turned back onto him.
Yeah, Ghost, it seemed like they played that, they played it very risky. Obviously Static missing the full Onslaught of Shadows onto God of Storms, but still closing the gap between them so that he could attack. But then Danny Phantom just walking up and taking him down. It was it was a very cheeky play. I mean, she just walked up there. There's
She's like,
nothing
oh,
between
hey,
her and the
hi,
enemy team.
I'm here.
But like God of Storms didn't really turn back onto him, and the other person that was there, I think it was Kairu, didn't jump on her. They just didn't punish her for that. It worked out for Ghost in the end. They're still only 300 gold ahead. It's not like anything, it's not like anything progressed.
Yeah, it was. And right now you see the vision battle starting to get waged over the Baron. This is a real objective that's going to be coming up in the next couple minutes.
That's going to be the stun onto Derisive Oxen, and a couple of stuns wasted on the side of Ghost, going to miss their targets on GSM.
Yep, and now this is when lane pressure starts to become extremely important. You see Gnar coming up to match Hungerbunger in the top lane, trying to run him down, get him out of that lane.
Yeah, at this point, this is going to very quickly turn into a wave management game, except for Derisive Oxen and Hungerbunger. He looks like he's in trouble, but Kairu here on the backside. Again, Derisive Oxen, though, he has the Gnar available. He might throw them into this tower, but he looks like he's just running, going to toss them backward instead. But Silver Spade is coming up. Essential Rain chasing him. Is Silver Spade going to get the catch? No, he's going to miss the flay, and the Banshee's Veil is going to eat the hook. He's going to go down. And now God of Storms with the Chain of Corruption coming out. That's going to be Hecarim going down before the Cosmic Radiance can get onto them. It's a 4v3, and now Kairu in the backline taking down Derisive Oxen. Essential Rain forced to flash away. Acidic Tom is running, and now Hungerbunger and Kairu are chasing him. God of Storms just getting a little bit more healing down, and that's going to be the stun onto Essential Rain. But Danny Phantom is here. This could spell doom for GSM, and that's going to be it. A clean, or an ace for one member.
And a quadra kill coming out for Danny Phantom. That fight looks so good, so even for GSM, but then the moment Sivir shows up, it's over.
Yeah, GSM fighting it 4v3 or 5v4. Sorry.
Yeah, fighting it 5v4, and then losing static in the meanwhile, so it being a 5v3. Danny Phantom then managing to finish the roam up to the top side to join the team, getting those remainder of those kills.
Yeah, it didn't seem like GSM pushed their lead when they needed to, and when they needed to was right then. There wasn't, the ADC wasn't there. They could have pretty much rolled that fight, given that they focused the right targets, but they drew it out for a little too long, and then Danny Phantom came in, and with no cooldowns left on the enemy team, just tore through them.
Yeah, and now we see the Baron being started up by Ghost. They're looking to get this before Kairu can make it to the pit.
Yeah, they're going to be able to take it down fairly quickly. Nothing coming out from Silver Spade and God of Storms to help steal that. So now Ghost in a commanding lead, 5,000 gold at this point.
Yeah, they are, and this Baron is only going to make things worse for GSM. Looks like they're trying to rotate down to the Drake, pick that up as a small consolation prize before rotating into the bot lane. But there comes a TP from Derisive Oxen.
Yeah, we do have the teleport coming out from Gnar. It looks like he's going to go for the Dragon Pit instead of pushing in that bot lane. But, you'd think that the Bork Gnar is more of the split pushing build anyways. I think he should have just saved that teleport. I mean, it was pretty evident that the dragon was gone, especially since I think that ward down there in the Dragon Pit had been there for, quite some time. So, a strange use of the TP, I'd say.
Yeah, it is just a little bit. I think it might have been better, even if the TP was there, for him to stay, push the tower. His team
allow that to
crash into the turret. His team was rotating onto the Drake, and so he could have helped push the wave to crash on the tower, and then immediately backed off to avoid the flow of GSM coming back and rejoining his team, trying to make like a pincer team fight.
Yeah, Gnar very good at pinching, at pinching in another team, especially since they are ahead. He would, ideally he would have Eganar and the ultimate available. So, I mean, of course, it worked out for them in the end. Obviously, they got the inner turret, but using that top outer turret, you have to wonder, what if Derisive Oxen had teleport?
Yeah, I know. He's like, I could have been there for that.
Yeah, was that?
But I mean, like you just said, I think it's freestanding gold is the word that they used.
Gold. There we go.
This is the you were talking about earlier. With that turret is just freestanding gold.
And that's going to be the route onto Tari. They're going to take him down before the Cosmic Radiance comes out. just going to get away with their lives. That's one Baron buff
And
down.
that auto attack speed on the Varus.
Yeah, he does have the Rage Blade, the Bork, and a Zeal. Actually, he's got 4 items with attack speed on it, plus the fact that he had just gotten the passive proc off of Acidic Tom. So, great catch there by GSM. You know, playing pretty well from behind so far.
Yeah, that lethal tempo definitely coming into play right now.
Very good lethal tempo. Lethal tempo Varus. Personally, I just don't like playing super high attack speed ADCs when I do. But obviously, that is a very good build for Varus. Now, God of Storms and Danny Phantom going to just tear each other both down, literally standing still and auto-attacking, and now Hungerbunger might be in trouble. That's going to be the 2-man stun by Kairu onto Dreisevox, and it's static, and now Dreisevox caught under turret. He's actually going to go down. Hungerbunger with the revenge kill.
Yeah, definitely. And that's something that's definitely going to help him out. Feeling down at the moment, getting completely bullied all game by Derisive Oxen and just the rest of Ghost in general. Getting him that kill is definitely the motivational boost he needs.
Yeah, and Derisive Oxen Oh, but Kairu going to dodge the stun. Not the knockback, though. Static chasing him down. He's going to strike away. But as I was saying, Derisive Oxen, he came out so strong in this game, getting 3 solo kills over Hungerbunger. But at this point, it seems like he's kind of fallen off a little bit. His build, I want to say, is suboptimal. You know, the Bork is really more of the split-pushing build, but it doesn't seem like the rest of that is following it up. He's got the Randuin's and the Spirit Visage.
It seems like he went a strange hybrid between Teamfight and Split Push, and sort of like hybridized the builds together.
And I think that my problem here with this build, it's the fact that, you know, if you're going for the hybrid anyways, obviously the Bork is pretty good for the split pushing, and then Spirit Visage, I guess it synergizes with Bork, but like...
And also with the Mega Gnar ult,
yeah,
whenever you go into
yeah,
Mega.
And with the Mega Gnar, you do get extra health from that. But I don't think he's using it properly, you know, he did, like, go top for the split push, but then proceeded to try and fight fight at 2v2 rather than a split push. And I don't think it's serving him very well here, especially against, you know, someone like Kairu, who is very good against auto attacks.
Yeah, he is. Especially with that, the counter-strike.
Yeah,
Zach's
the counter-strike, the dodge, just doing wonders at keeping Derisive Oxen in his place. I think Black Cleaver would have served him a little better in that sort of situation, especially since now he is grouping up with his team again. I think the Black Cleaver just, in general, does better for team fights. Spirit Visage does not scale the Mega.
It doesn't.
Don't lie to me.
Okay.
Corey.
All right. Well, I don't play Gnar, so what do you expect?
I don't play Gnar either.
It's
I
just
thought-
an added
I thought
HP.
it was added
okay.
HP,
I
but-
thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought it was more of a heal than added HP.
So Silver Spade now going to catch Derisive Oxen. The flash comes out from the Gnar, and he's going to get a little bit of chip damage onto Hungerbunger. That's going to be the Unleashed Power taking down Goddess of Storms. And the Chain of Corruption used in vain by God of Storms. It's now a 5v4 with no cooldowns left, and that's going to be the engage. Now, Static going to go back. Now, Silver Spade in the back of the fight. Hungerbunger, he is getting torn down in the front. Kairu as well. But look at that. They're all grouping up, and they're taking so much damage from this Varus. He's tearing through them with the Runeance Hurricane, but he's going to go down anyway. It's only Silver Spade left. Danny Phantom and Acidic Tom both down, but Essential Rain and Static are both so low. This might actually be the kill onto Static. Yes, Silver Spade's going to take it. It doesn't matter, though. He's going to go down. That's going to be the inhibitor turret and the inhibitor itself.
Yeah, it does. And now going up, there's a big wave in the mid lane, and this is something if they want to, they could look to rotate. Derisive Oxen is strong enough at this point, can tank this.
Yeah,
he can
take
this
dragon pretty
so
easily.
they can go back and get this Drake that's coming up right now.
Silver Spade in the backside of that fight actually did so much work in keeping their squishies away. Once they got taken pretty low by God of Storms, Silver Spade was that zoning, keeping them from going back in and finishing things off, and then taking down Static and diverting Essential Rain and Derisive Oxen's attention for a little bit. He did so much in keeping Ghost from pushing that lead and even taking Nexus turrets there.
Yeah, he did. That kill there was really influential there. When they had 3 members, they still could have kept pushing onto that. They could have kept going, but with only the 2, it persuaded them enough to back away.
Yeah. So obviously GSM on the losing end of this game at this point, but not by that much. It's really, it's 7,000 gold at 33 minutes, and they're playing this 7,000 gold pretty well. We saw earlier the little pick, and they just traded 3 for 5 in that team fight. So, not too horrible.
And yeah, now they see Maokai bot. They're looking to try and get a pick onto they got the pick onto Goddess of Storms once again, and this means they're going to rotate onto the Baron.
Yeah, this is basically a free Baron for them. Without the Shockwave, they can group up and just take this objective so easily. Kairu, I don't think he'll be able to steal it away. They don't have actually they do have vision. They didn't clear the vision. He steals it! That's going to be Kairu with the steal. Static comes over the wall. He's chasing down Silver Spade and Goddess of Storms. Kairu with the Guardian Angel. Hungerbunger flashes in to save him. He's going to leap strike out of there, going to lose his life to Derisive Oxen. But that was amazing!
That was absolutely fantastic steal from Kairu, sacrificing himself for the team. Now, this is exactly what they need to do to get back into this game. They need to get these objectives, hold out the game for as long as they can, make a pick, push the lanes, and get this freestanding gold, especially this mid lane turret that's been up all game.
Yeah, I mean, but first, they have to stop these waves from pushing. God of Storms, he does have a lot of wave clear on this Varus, so he's going to have a great time just taking this free farm. But more importantly, they've got to stop this 4-man push on the mid turret. No one's really there, and it looks like they're just going to be able to take it.
They are. There's not a whole lot, but a good hook coming through, and the engage comes in.
Yeah, the Cosmic Radiance comes out, and GSM rotates back. It looks like Ghost is going to keep pressing onto this inhibitor. They might take it unless someone engages. Meanwhile, we have Derisive Oxen on the top side. Goddess of Storms goes down again. This might be a huge problem for GSM. Hungerbunger goes down as well. It's now a 3v5 as Derisive Oxen moves onto this top inhibitor. That's going to be the last inhibitor that GSM has left.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a little miscommunication there from Hungerbunger with the rest of the team. Hungerbunger wanting to go in, catch out the Syndra that was misplaced, but the rest of GSM saying, no, we don't want to engage in this.
Kairu with the 3-man stun, and now Static is in the backline. God of Storms tearing him down. Kairu's going to go down himself. Derisive Oxen chasing down God of Storms, who's getting free damage. He's going to take down Danny Phantom, and he might get Static as well. He's going to. He's still alive. His Guardian Angel not popped, even though this top Nexus turret is going down. He's still alive. He might be able to stop this. He and Silver Spade, the dynamic duo, might have to save this for their team. Going to pull Acidic Tom back in. There is no Chain of Corruption. The box just used. It looks like Ghost is going to just rotate back rather than risk being killed under the turret, and that's so much attack speed by God of Storms.
Oh, yes. No, this Varus is doing work, and especially with Silver Spade there, keeping him alive in these fights. Like you mentioned earlier, it's not always the most practical thing to play these high auto attack speed champs, because you just gotta stay there. It's not like you can auto attack and then move an auto attack. You just gotta sit there and pray that your team is. You just have to sit there and pray that your team is gonna protect you. And Silver Spade is doing such a fantastic job of that.
You physically can't kite at that point, or else you lose so much DPS. If you try and just kite between auto attacks, either you're gonna screw something up and you're gonna die, or you're gonna end up not getting auto attacks off
out
because your animation is so fast. You've just gotta be able to just back and forth.
Yeah, it was, and that just shows a lot. Even with Goddess of Storm getting picked off here in the last couple of fights, God of Storms has been coming through for GSM. Silver Spade keeping him alive. Kairu and Hungerbunger being that front line, soaking up all the damage so that GSM can get the majority of everything out.
Is going to be the red inhibitor, the bot lane inhibitor coming back. So a sigh of relief comes from GSM. They're not going to have the double supers in the waves anymore.
No, and that is really fortunate, especially with them. They're just trying to clear right now. They're just sitting in base. There's not a lot they can do. And with another Drake coming up in a minute, there's not really a lot they can do to contest this.
Yeah, God and Goddess of Storms, both of them very good at clearing waves, and the rest of their team pretty focused around getting these picks at this point. Silver Spade, Kairu, and Hungerbunger all very good at picking and then following up, locking down singular targets. But it looks like they might have to make their last stand here at the Nexus Tower. Ghost taking down this inhibitor pretty easily. They're not going to be contested on it. They're going to have to fight here. Derisive Oxen jumping into the middle. That's going to be a 3-man Gnar, but he doesn't stun anyone. The Shockwave comes out. It's a 3-man there. Now Static, the Cosmic Radiance catches all 5 members of Ghost. That's a double stun here. Derisive Oxen, Acidic Tom rather, in the middle. Kairu almost barely getting away by the skin of his teeth. No one has died yet, and God of Storms is still putting out the damage. We see Silver Spade catching Derisive Oxen, and the last Nexus turret goes down. The Nexus is the final target here, but that's Acidic Tom going down. Kairu barely getting away. Hungerbunger, he's going to lose his life, and now God of Storms, he's chasing down Danny Phantom. He's gonna take him down. Derisive Oxen is on the run. Essential Rain, Static, both of them fleeing the fight, and GSM holds on just a little bit longer.
Yeah, they do, and the only problem, though, is next time they want to try something like this, they lost the inhibitor, they lost the Nexus turret this time. They don't have anything else.
They don't have a Nexus turret.
There's nothing else to lose again. They're going to have to hold this, they're going to have to really hold this out.
Yeah, I mean, if Ghost gets this Elder Drake, I think that's just game right there. Kairu is going to have to do something, or they've got to find something.
But he's not going to get there in time.
Yeah. It looks like GSM at this point is just doing that, you know, hold on, guys, we can scale. We can scale.
We can scale.
What's that?
That was
virus and threat protection.
Oops.
Thank you, Windows Defender summary. You deafened me.
Alright, so, and that is the Elder buff going over to Ghost. And what this is going to give them a huge teamfight advantage. The teamfights that, you know, were relatively even, getting slowly swung over, because a lot of these team fights started out relatively even and then slowly swang to one side or another. Now these fights are almost surely going to swing to the side of Ghost.
Yeah, with that Elder Dragon buff, the true damage burn, even though it's only one dragon's worth, so it's 90 true damage, it's still going to be more than enough to take down this faltering GSM. They are, what is it? 6,000 gold behind, more than 6,000 gold behind at this point. And although that's actually closer than it has been pretty much all game, I think the Sivir and Essential Rain, especially with the Unleashed power, able to just blow any member up.
Yeah, definitely. And with the 3, now with everybody up, there is still one inhibitor down. That's going to be down for a minute or so still. Both ultimates, Danny Phantom and Static, both have their ultimates up. I expect to see Ghost just dashing right in and just completely running through GSM and just wailing on the Nexus.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like GSM would be able to reply in strength if Ghost just took it by storm, you know, just dove in there really. So
they proved that Goddess and God weren't the...
going in. 4 members. Looks like GSM. Nope. They can see it. That's going to be the Sivir ultimate on the hunt coming out. Hungerbunger jumps into the middle of the team. Kairu does not get the stun off, and now he's going to be forced to flash away. The redemption comes out. Hungerbunger caught away from the rest of his team. He's going to have to flash back. Silversmith going to get him. That's a 4-man shockwave, but I don't think it's enough. Kairu going to go down. Acidic Tom, he's dead now. Derisive Oxen jumps away. Essential Rain takes down Hungerbunger, but that's Danny Phantom. This might be what could be a one fight for GSM, but minions are pushing their Nexus and Static is chasing.
They have to get back. That's exactly the kind of fight both teams want. They both want to fight in those narrow corridors. Gnar with the ultimate, Danny Phantom with all of the bouncing blades, but then also GSM with the Chains of Corruption, with the Shockwave. Everybody wants to be fighting in these narrow corridors.
Yeah, and that Shockwave was huge this time. Goddess of Storms getting that off on 4 members after Acidic Tom's Cosmic Radiance was down. It basically threw off all of the members of Ghost and made them kind of reset their team fight. They had to repick their targets, especially since Hungerbunger and Kairu did so well at getting out of those, getting out and then back into the fight on their own.
They are. There's not. They don't. This allows Silverspade to focus on everybody else. He knows that I don't have to worry about my tanks. They're fine.
Yeah,
We're
can
good.
Focus on his 2 carries. That's really what that's what his team needs him to be able to do.
And that's what's kept GSM in this game for so long. And because the fact that Silverspade has been doing extremely well of keeping the carries alive. Goddess of Storms keeping the shields on them, making sure that they stay up and are able to pump out all their damage.
And again, in that fight, we did see a little bit of mispositioning from the carries there. Essential Rain was pretty much always in the backline there, but Danny Phantom walked up a little too far forward looking for Kairu, I think it was, and went down pretty quickly. Just, moved too far forward toward God of Storms, and this is a full build Varus that's just going to wreck you if you get anywhere near him.
And both AD carries don't have boots. They have sold their boots. They are full 6 items. So these fights are going to be just absolutely crazy. And we see Ghost again starting to start this Baron. We saw what happened last time. Kairu made the steal. He's going to have to do something like that again if GSM has any hope of surviving.
Yeah, with Essential Rain on the other side, but Derisive Oxen jumps over the wall to try and block them off. Kairu, Static is out of the pit now, so this might be a problem. He gets in the pit and he steals it again! Kairu the God! A 2-man Shockwave is going to end the fight there, and Hungerbunger's teleport a little bit late.
Just a tad late.
Oh my God, Kairu! These 2 Baron steals have helped keep GSM in this fight so much.
They have Kairu coming out as Silver Spade and Kairu both coming out unsung heroes for this game, just doing a lot to help keep the team in.
Essential Rain barely dodging the hook. Now God of Storms, he's going to just walk away. Derisive Oxen has the Gnar available and he is Mega, so GSM in a sticky situation. They are 4v5, and even though they have the Baron buff, this might pose a problem for them to try and defend this. No, it looks like Ghost just going to back off. They're looking to push it longer.
They're looking to push it longer. They just want what they're looking to do is they wanted all 3 inhibitors. They want the minions to rush in with them and to try and take this base. Yeah. They're wanting everything on their side because, as they just saw in the last couple fights, GSM is holding their own. And they want to make sure there is no doubt in their mind whatsoever that they're going to end this game.
Yeah, they don't want to chance it anymore. If they lose a fight, this is definitely going to be game for GSM. It's at that point where it doesn't really matter how far ahead or behind you are. If you, losing a game, or losing a fight, loses you the game.
Yeah, no, these death timers are going to be on the mark of 70, 80 seconds. This is an extremely long game.
Yeah, and Hungerbunger is a tanky boy. Even if they don't have a minion wave, God of Storms has enough DPS, Hungerbunger has enough tank to get, to just take down as many turrets as they need to.
Yeah,
Am I a bit quiet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my mic was a little far away from my face. Sorry.
Jeez, Vid, what are you doing?
I moved it because I was coughing earlier. God.
Excuses, that's all I'm hearing.
Yep, it's just excuses. I'm actually just a scumbag who doesn't talk loudly enough.
Yep, sounds about right. No, so now with the 2 waves down in the 2 inhibitors down in the bot, we see Ghost rotating to the top side, taking the jungle, specifically the red buff. It doesn't look like they want much else, trying to shove these waves in and get this last remaining inhibitor.
But we see the ping. Yeah, we see the pings here on this inhibitor, and it's going to be up to GSM to try and stop it. No, they're just going to take it away. And now Silver Spade going to slow down Derisive Oxen. He's going to have to jump away. He flashes out as well. Kairu not able to get in. That's going to be a missed hook, and now Kairu fleeing Derisive Oxen. He's going to go down before the Cosmic Radiance comes out. That's a 3-man Cosmic Radiance, but Acidic Tom is left out to dry by Ghost. That's a blue ping there on the bottom inhibitor, and follow-up pings. Hungerbunger is heading there, and GSM holds on a little bit longer.
So GSM is just hoping. They're just like, I want a little bit. Give me a little bit more.
The hook onto Danny Phantom. Is he going to get both of the carries? Essential Rain going to flash over the wall now. Danny Phantom, her GA is ticking. Static running away, but he's not going to be able to. He gets out, but Danny does not. This is huge for GSM.
Yes, it is. They need to look to try and press this. That is 60 seconds on Danny Phantom.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something with this. Dragon coming up in 20 seconds. It's another Elder. So an Elder can help you win can basically win you the game at this point. If you just take a team fight on your terms, play to your win conditions, with this 2-Dragon Elder, you will be able to just rip through the enemy team, especially with someone like this Varus. The full 6-item boots sold Varus.
Boots sold, has the GA, has the Mercurial Scimitar is looking to do a lot of damage in these fights.
And the biggest part, his GA has not been popped yet. He hasn't gone down. He's been keeping himself so well protected. Silver's Bait as well, peeling amazingly for God of Storms. He is going to keep himself alive, but blue team steals it! Another steal! Static takes it away from Kairu this time!
Yeah, now they have to watch out. 3 waves going into the base, and they're engaging to stop the
And
backs.
now Kairu has to get away using the Dark Passage. Static trying to get in. He doesn't have an unstoppable onslaught, but that's God of Storms. He's got his GA popped. That's him down in the back, and that's going to be Kairu going down. God of Storms has to take the lantern away, but he doesn't get there. Oh my god, he goes down. He takes down Static with him, but the minions take the Nexus.
No, Maokai not able to do enough damage there. You saw the Stranglethorns trying to come, or not Stranglethorns, you saw the Thorns trying to come out to try and stop the minion damage, but it's just not enough. There are so many super minions in that base.
Honestly, that was the only way that game could have ended. That was such a wild back and forth, like, what the hell is happening sort of game. Of course, it ended with the minions
minion
taking
kills.
the damn Nexus.
It is, unfortunately, Hungerbunger not able to tank all the minions, can't surround the... It's a big Maokai, but not able to surround the entire Nexus and get all the focus of the minions.
That was a wild game.
It was.
The whole time, Ghost pushing their advantage, GSM crawling back in, and then the super minions take the Nexus. So after that wild game, we will be coming back in a few minutes with Propulsion versus Tastes Like Purple. So don't go anywhere, because we sure won't be. And again, we cut off the beat drop. We are
You
back.
scumbag.
What? We are back with Game 2, the second place match of Cross Conference to determine who is the superior conference, Demacia or Noxus. So far, I actually don't know who won the other 2 games that were before this, but we do know that Ghost took it over GSM, which means right now, do I have any other shirts?
No, he doesn't.
This
No, he
is my
doesn't.
OU shirt. I wear this when the Sooners play. I also wear other shirts sometimes.
No. Oh, okay. You sometimes wear your Baker Mayfield one.
Yeah,
the
I wear my
Browns.
Baker Mayfield jersey
Occasionally
on
the Browns.
Sundays, but you know. Damn it! Now I lost my train of thought. Oh,
We're
right.
talking about the
Ghost
second
beat
place.
GSM. So right now, at least right now, Noxus is better than Demacia. So we do have coming up next Propulsion versus Tastes Like Purple. So let's hop into that.
Yeah, we do. And on the blue side, we have Propulsion. Drodvir in the top lane. On Jarvan, the 4th checks Mixin in the jungle this game. On Evelyn, Siren playing mid lane Rakan, Mayhuli, and Ginger Stockings rounding out the bot lane as Xayah and Morgana.
Oh, mid Rakan.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
Siren.
on TLP, Tastes Like Purple, the Demacia representative, we have the Zister in the top lane on Ornn Panther, 5-5-3-2-1-2, playing Graves. Toe Knuckles in the mid lane on his signature Zed, and in the bot lane, No Mind and Blue Boric on Ezreal and Lux.
Yeah, so this is something that's extremely interesting. I've played with Siren a few times, and I do know that he loves the mid lane Rakan cheese.
I just remember...
But I've never actually seen him pull it out in a game before.
Yeah, last split, every single time we scrimmed another team on OU as OU Gold, and Noah got to play, Siren got to play, he would insist that the last game of the night, we let him play Rakan mid. And I don't think we ever lost a scrim game where he played Rakan mid.
No, it's one of those things that it shouldn't work, but it does.
He has crazy AP scalings, if you look at them. They actually buffed his AP scalings a while back, and that's what got him to start playing it. You can't play him like a support. You can't play him like jumping in and out and keeping your teammates alive. You have to play him like a full assassin.
Yeah. Just straight in, jump in, do the damage, jump back out again. Wait for your cooldowns, jump in and out again.
Yep, just the full recombo. RW, immediately hit him with a Q, smack him a couple times, and run.
Yep, that sounds just about it. The electrocute going to be doing a lot of damage after that too.
Yeah, and there we go. He hits Toe Knuckles with the electrocute. So I am interested to see this mid lane matchup, specifically because Toe Knuckles is quite proficient on the Zed. So I'd like to see, obviously he's pretty good at Zed. Siren, this is one of his, fun, cheesy pocket picks. I want to see how it matches up.
Yeah, I'll say basically the pocket picks of cheese versus what's actually,
cheese
good.
versus style.
Cheese versus style, that's a good way of putting it.
Okay, she's back.
So assuming there's a pause right there.
Panther jumps into the middle, but Mayhuli steps a little far forward. Panther flashes away, but he's exhausted now. The red buff not going to do enough through the potion, and Mayhuli is on the run. Ginger Stockings as well. Either of them might go down to an arcane mystic shot.
It has to flash away. No Might and Blue K could have flashed after them, but deciding not, opting to hold on to that and just have the Summoner Spell advantage.
Yeah, and Drodvir now against the Zister. Both of them are quite low, but that's going to be the Zister going to be engaged on. He's forced to flash away. Drodvir on the Jarvan.
Yeah, it is, and this is something that has been brought up a couple times in Worlds play as well. Licorice pulling out the Jarvan for Cloud9. The Grasp works so well with the Jarvan passive, just giving him that extra health back
just
and sustain.
So much chunk every whatever, and they just buffed the cooldown on his. Oh,
and
he goes under. He actually, it doesn't look like he meant to take that. I think he just forgot that the Demacia, the standard was there. But that's gonna be first blood. That's the one you want to take. Now Mayhuli with the ignite on him, he's going to have to flash or heal away.
Does manage to get out by the skin of his teeth.
So some interesting roster moves coming out from Propulsion this game. Obviously, Chex Mixin, usually the support. Meanwhile, Mayhuli, generally the mid laner. And Siren, finally, he's the jungler.
Oh, the Ignite coming down on Toe Knuckles. And Siren does go down. Toe Knuckles does follow, but
Yeah, it is the revenge kill. So he did end up getting the kill there. Both ignites burned, but now Toe Knuckles has his serrated Dirk. So
yes.
Siren might be in a little bit of trouble.
Especially with level 6 is coming right around the corner. They're level 4 right now. It's not going to take much long. They're in a single lane, so just a few more waves, and they're going to end up being level 6s.
Yeah, and I think the Recombo does actually counter the Death Mark. Toe Knuckles, you know, obviously he is going to use that Death Mark pretty liberally, I'm guessing. You don't really have that much experience against Rakan mid, so it's not like there's a specific time when you need to just... I have no idea how to play into Rakan mid. I'm basically just making shit up at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's one of those things that's really difficult to play with just because you don't know. No one ever does it.
Yeah. The Zister and Drodvir trading. Drodvir getting the better end of it right now. As you said, the Grasp of the Undying doing so much. He might get the Flag and Drag, and that's going to be it. He's going to get... Oh, the Zister going to go down. Just barely. Needed that one last little auto attack.
The Zister, just unfortunate, just didn't have the Bellows Breath come right back up in time to give him that little bit of shield to escape under turret.
Yeah, and Drodvir, he has shown a lot of growth in his champion pool over the split. Originally, he pretty much only... I think they played him on Garen, like, every game for 2 weeks. And now we're seeing, you know, a little more diversity in his champion pool as we get later and later into the split. So I'm not sure how much he has played Jarvan, but it's definitely one of the less kosher top lane picks.
It is a little bit. It's starting to come back into the meta now, though.
Yeah.
It's slowly making its way back. Because for the longest time, it was really just, especially in Gold Cap, we saw a lot of Ornn.
Yeah,
we saw a lot of Gnar.
A lot of Alawi, a lot of Gnar.
Yeah.
It was a lot of just, you know, just beat on them bruisers.
Yeah,
so
Urgot as well. Just a lot of...
Oh, that's the flash forward by Chex Mixing. He's going to go in on Toe Knuckles because he's charmed up. The Death Mark comes out, and Chex Mixing takes a kill on Toe Knuckles.
And the double charm there coming through, making sure that Toe Knuckles sees his demise.
They really should have picked Ahri support or something, just to really get the trifecta of charms.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be nice. Is there any other champion that has a charm? Or is it just
I
those three?
believe it's only those three, because Rakan was the first champion with a charm after Ahri, and then the Evelyn.
Evelyn was always
obviously.
a charm.
No, the rework.
Well, yeah, after the rework.
After the rework, but that was after.
But that was after Ahri.
That was after Rakan, dude.
Well, okay.
Ahri's like...
I know
Ahri's
Ahri
like
was like the OG.
4 or 5 years old now.
Okay, I forget when champions come out. I just know they're all out. That's all I can say.
You've got to have a general timeline, right?
All I know is that when I started, that's when Haunted Zyra skin was huge.
Wow, you started really late.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember playing.
Yeah, that was like
first
2015 or 2016, right?
No.
That feels like a 2015.
I remember Haunted Zyra was a big thing when I just started, and that was like that was like 13 or 14.
Zyra didn't come out until almost 13.
It might have been just... Well, Zyra came out then, because I remember seeing this Haunted Zyra skin.
Her release skin wasn't haunted, though. Her release skin was Wildfire.
Then I don't know. Maybe I'm just old.
Oh,
Ignore
but we
me.
have Drodvir coming in from the top side. They're going to take him down easily. Siren taking the kill credit here. Now 2-1-1 on the Rakan.
All right, I got nothing. I'm just old.
Okay,
you're
just old. You're a dementia-ridden old man. That's it.
And it's slightly senile.
Yeah,
Can't forget that.
A little more than slightly.
Anyway, we start to see the game panning out. Right now, it looks like there's a demanding gold lead for Propulsion, especially with Drodvir punishing the Zister here in the top lane. We see in the mid lane, Toe Knuckles getting punished by repeated ganks as well. Yeah,
the gold lead really is here in the hands of Drodvir. He is 2 kills and a 15 CS up over the Zister, and you know, he just has so much pressure on this side. He was even able to roam down to the mid side, but now we've got Chex Mixing and Siren. The Zister's in trouble, but Drodvir, not going to take that last turret shot. Great juggle of turret aggro by him.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate for the Zister. Not a lot he could do. Panther, doing a good job making sure he stays back in the jungle. Knew that Chex Mixin was in that red bush.
Oh, but that's the Recombo coming out. Is he going to be able to take him down? Yes, he will.
And that's just solo
underestimating
kill.
the revolver damage there. Between the revolver, the electrocute, and having you know, using the Q to just get that little bit of damage with a very short animation, it bursts you pretty hard.
Yes, it does. And because you don't ever see it, you don't think about it.
Yeah, you don't think about it. You're like, oh yeah, his Q doesn't do that much damage.
Oh wait,
right?
it does.
Oh wait, it does because it's got like a 70% AP scaling.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of these champions. It's gonna be. It is an assassin. No doubt about it.
He like, even as a support, he's a support that plays like an assassin. He's very much like Pyke, except he doesn't take kills.
Yeah, that is the only difference. And now just he's in the mid lane, he wants these kills.
Yeah, he's just doing more damage now. He's playing basically the same. It's just when you've got a mid laner, piloting him, you know, they've got that extra like assassin's intuition sort of. You know, you can combo just a little bit faster than any generic support can. Oh, that's gonna be Gingerstock is flashing away, but No Mind gets the kill after Arcane shifting over the wall. Blue Borg K also flashing. So
Drodvir having teleport down, and the Zister teleporting as well, going to finish that. They try to collapse.
Drodvir might be in a little bit of trouble, but the Ornhorn not going to follow up, not going to be able to hit the enemy top laner there. They still do have to defend this this bot turret though, and Cyrene doesn't have the quickness quite yet. Won't be able to get in there with the
He does have it now.
Oh yeah, he just got it.
He just got it back.
So it was a little bit
it's really hard to tell.
Yeah, especially since it's over on that side of the screen. So Cyrene could go in. He's actually rooted though.
Root.
Oh, great job, Blue Borke.
That is just so unfortunate.
But that just hurts
for
me.
Cyrene.
That hurts me so internally.
You wanted that fight so much.
I wanted that fight so much, and like I play Rakan, so
you knew it was coming.
I wanted it. I wanted it. Why won't you let me have it, Lux? That is another interesting pick this game. Aside from like the Evelynn, Jarvan top, and the obvious Rakan mid, Lux support. You see that more of a comfort pick rather than any sort of meta or like counter pick. But now Drodvir getting away from the Zister. Yeah, I think the Lux, let's call it the Lux issue. She really needs to do damage. So you fall into that trap of like, okay, well, do I actually help my team or do I just build a death cap
and take all the kills?
Yeah, and they tried to fix that a little bit with that change to her ult, allowing it to reset the cooldown on kill or assist within whatever it was, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But still, it's still a I need gold rather than I need to reset my ult.
A lot of it is, especially because even though supports do still get a decent bit of gold, they're just like, I want more gold.
Oh, Chex Mixon is here, and Drodvir and the Zister's fight turns into a 2v1. Chex Mixon on a killing spree now. But Ornn only gave 176 gold from that kill. So it seems like this font of gold is running dry.
It is starting to. The 0-4 Zister not giving a lot of gold anymore.
Cyrene has finished his proto belt, which means he is going to be a lot better at engaging with the Recombo. So,
it's a lot. The Demacian Standard giving them a little bit of extra attack speed in the top side. They're looking to try and race TLP for this turret.
Yeah, aggressive ultimate by Panther, and his team is going to lose the first turret to Propulsion.
Yeah, they did a good job of Chex Mixon and Drodvir pushing that lane in, continuing the pressure. They knew Zister did not have TP, and so they just kept on. They kept going.
Yeah, they will lose this bot turret, but they still have the first turret. Oh, Cyrene, what are you doing? He quicknessed, but didn't hit him. So that's his ultimate down again.
That is ultimate down again for absolutely nothing, and that is just extremely unfortunate.
Wait, he's watching, right? No, you're watching, right? Absolutely nothing. That's what you got off that ult. Absolutely nothing.
We just
Chex Mixon flashes in. Oh, doesn't get the steal off, and she might be regretting it. Has her ultimate, going to get back over the wall. Good escape.
Good escape there from Chex Mixon. Unfortunately, wasn't able to take the blast cone in, so had to have some other way to get out, but good use of that escape.
Yep. Flashed in, blast coned out.
Yep. And it is nice to see that you are watching Cyrene, that once again you got absolute 2 times now. You absolutely whiffed your ultimate.
I don't blame him for the first one. That was just a good.
That's true.
That was a good route.
Okay, yeah, the first one, no, but the second time.
The second time, yes, it was absolutely nothing. And now I'm gonna calm down because it's a little mean.
Yeah, it is. No,
Even though you did tell me to flame you.
I did say to flame you, and we always flame Cyrene just because we're friends.
We're not just friends. We're roommates.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, Cyrene now going to have the death mark on him. Okay, he is gonna go down.
He is the last tick of the Ignite going to secure it there for him.
The Shuriken didn't appear over his head, but that's because the last tick of Ignite hadn't gone off. Toe Knuckles takes the solo kill. Good move in, knowing that he didn't have the quickness, so.
It is, definitely. And unfortunately, Cyrene trying to get out, using the knock-up a little bit early. If waited a little bit, they would have had a little bit more damage, but the ultimates, they're going wide from just from TLP, unfortunately not getting the damage onto Drodvir.
Yeah, good flash away by Drodvir as well, so he is going to be safe at the cost of his flash. And now with 3 members there, he's moving a little far forward. Flashes, jumps in with the Cataclysm. He's going to go down, but that's going to be Gingerstock who's taking the kill onto Blue Bork. It could be a 3v3, 4v3 now that Cyrene is here. He's got the recombo. He gets the double knockup. Chex Mixon is on a rampage, and Panther is on the run. He's charmed as well. He's going to go down to Mayhuli. A 4-for-1 for Propulsion.
Yeah, and now this is going to turn into the free Rift Herald for them. Chex Mixon is still alive, has Smite. Zister is on the bottom side of the map, trying to get this turret down. Yeah,
the Zister, now with Drodvir up, he's just going to immediately start running down there. Doesn't look like the Zister will be able to get this turret.
No, it doesn't. And Cyrene picking up the eye, he is going to be looking to be a force in the side lanes. Or just drop it in his own mid lane and open up the map.
Yeah. You want to open up the middle of the map. Best way to do it is through mid turret. He's just got to make sure to find a good place to do that. There's between Blue Bork's route and then like the Zister if he ever comes in and like knocks him up with the Ornhorn.
And good damage coming out from Drodvir there, unable to finalize the kill onto the Zister though.
Yeah, so now we do see Propulsion 2,000 gold in the lead at 16 minutes and 45 seconds. And this is, they're looking for turrets now. They have the Rift Herald, and Dragon isn't up for another. Is there not a jungle? I didn't know that there wasn't a jungle creep timer.
Nope, there's not.
That's really annoying.
Yep.
Maybe we'll just have to make like manual buttons to hit for like dragons and
that'd be fun.
And inhibitors. That do that.
That would be nice. You should do that. Because that's something that they started doing at Worlds is they had the inhibitor timers, which are actually so nice.
Yeah, that was something that's a very nice quality of life thing. But it's all manual, so that's like something that I'd have to remember to do, and we all know how good I am at remembering to do things.
Almost as good about I am remembering when things came out in this game.
Yep. So, if you guys pay a little bit more for OKLCS... Oh, Blue Bork going to go down to Cyrene. Just a little bit out of position. Chex Mixon getting most of the damage off, and then Scumbag Recon finishing it off. Finishing the Lux. But yeah, if you guys pay a little bit more for OKLCS, maybe we can hire someone to be my production monkey.
And come up with these kinds of things.
Yeah. I literally just need someone sitting like 5 feet to my left and just smacking the button that says Baron Timer. Oh, Chex Mixon now taking on Toe Knuckles. Gonna take him down handily with the Widowmaker.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of damage coming out from Chex Mixon right now. Unfortunately, Toe Knuckles was not able to do anything about it, and he seems to be coming up just a little bit short on this signature pick.
Yeah, 2-5-1 now on the Zed. Granted, his team isn't really doing much better, but still, you kind of expect a little bit more, especially since, you know, Cyrane, Chex Mixin, Mayhuli, Gingerstockings, all 4 of them pretty squishy. That's going to be Ornn knocking up 2 members. That's the Featherstorm coming out. Now the Quickness going to take down 2 members. Blue Borke going down as well to Drodvir, and now the Sister's in the middle, but he has to run away. He can't do anything. He's rooted and killed. That is a 4 for nothing. The Rift Herald now channeling Toe Knuckles, sprinting to the mid lane. They're gonna get this mid turret.
I'll say now it's low enough that maybe they might be able to get it before.
Okay,
good.
Yeah, now get the next charge. Keep going.
Like, just keep Shelly at full health. Keep it going.
Yeah, and now with Drodvir teleporting in, they should be able to take this.
Yeah,
you know,
and hopefully, I don't think they're gonna get be able to get Shelly. Yep. It looks like they are going to get Shelly to crash into that last inhibitor turret as well.
She does get the charge onto the inhibitor turret. Obviously not going to kill it, but definitely puts Propulsion at a much stronger place. They're 4 and change 1,000 gold in the lead at this point, going for the dragon.
Yeah, and this completely opens
This could be risky, though.
It is.
They've got all 5 members coming in. Ornhorn is down, but now Drodvir going in. He doesn't have Cataclysm. That's going to be the Dragon for Propulsion. Now Chex Mixin and Toe Knuckles taking each other on. Gingerstockings going down, and Panther as well going down. The Zister and Toe Knuckles still in the middle of the fight. Cyrane is coming in. He's already used the Quickness. Mayhuli chasing down the Zister. On the other side of the fight, Toe Knuckles flashes away from Cyrane, but the Zister going to lose his life. That's the flash forward by Drodvir, and now he is going to he's tanking turret, but he's still too tanky for Blueborn to kill.
Just unfortunately, and that's part of the, you know, problem you were mentioning earlier, the issue having the Lux support.
Not quite enough damage.
Just not quite enough damage, like as compared to a mid lane Lux. And you're just like, oh, if only I had a little bit more of that gold, but I'm a support, I'm not going to get that gold.
At this point, the Lux has 1 item. It's a Luden's Echo at 21 minutes. Obviously, this will scale pretty hard just because she'll be getting her items, which will have more and more of an impact on her damage than, you know, if you have 1 item and you get another item, you're doubling your items. If you have 3 items... What?
I never would have guessed that.
Shut up. If you have 1 item and you get another, you've doubled your items, you've doubled your item effectiveness. If you have 3 items and you get another one, you're only increasing it by 33%. So, you know, it's less of a percent increase. It's like cooldown reduction.
Yeah.
The first 10% is the most important.
It is definitely. That extra 10% going a long way, and especially in fights. Especially when you get the Lux ult cooldown, that first 10% is so big because it decreases the cooldown, like you said earlier.
Yeah,
for the kill assist.
She is still only level 9, so she has level 1 ultimate. No, give me back
that person.
There you go. 30% cooldown at level 1 if you kill or assist within 2 seconds. So that is something that she is looking for. But it seems like so far she hasn't really managed to do that, just more going for chunking out tankier members. But we've got 4 members of Propulsion here in the top side. Minion Wave pushing in, and Chex Mixin is heading back to base.
Yes,
Drodvir's caught, but he's beefy. Oh, no mind actually. An interesting Cataclysm on the one guy that can immediately dash out. The Zister, he is now caught, and he can't get the Ornhorn back. He was rooted for it. Cyrane gets out with the kill, and now Mayhuli he loses his life, but not before getting 2 members. And Chex Mixin actually kills Toe Knuckles. Solo kills Toe Knuckles on the bottom side of the map.
This is just not the, like, unfortunately for TLP, this is just not their day at the moment.
Yeah, and just as we saw, it was another 4-for-1 followed by the quick and clean ace there for Propulsion, only losing Mayhuli in the process.
Yeah, and this is just really unfortunate for them. There's, I know, before at least bot lane was going a little bit in favor of TLP. They were ahead, it was 2-1-0, but now it's 2-4-1 for No Mind. He just hasn't been able to do anything in this mid game.
Yeah, 26-6 is the kill score, 5-3 turrets, and it's a 7,000 gold lead. So Propulsion have put themselves in a great spot this game. Although Cyrene might be a little bit caught. Oh, actually
is he?
going to... No,
Nope,
not
he is.
going to take down Blue Borke, but Ginger Stockings moves in a little too close and is forced to flash away. Blue Borke just going to go back. Smart move.
Smart move. Go back, get back to base, regen that health. Don't want someone just launching over the side. We don't want Chex Mixin, suddenly appearing out of nowhere to kill you.
Toe Knuckles, why would you... Don't sweeper. You have your thing on, but No Mind is going to go down to Drodvir. Doesn't have the Arcane Shift to get away, and now Toe Knuckles is on the run as well. Going down to Mayhuli. 2 members of TLP caught and killed in a pretty execution-style fashion.
Yeah, and this means they're going to start looking... You see the rotation. They're going to look towards this Baron.
Yeah, they have the... I think that control ward has caught the vision ward there. Oh... No,
yeah, it has caught it, but now
there's 2 control wards.
There's some control wards in the Baron pit now.
Ornhorn comes out. Is he going to catch them? Doesn't manage to knock anyone up, but Drodvir's caught. Going to go down to the final,
but this isn't
final
going to
spark.
them.
That's going to be the Baron for Blue Team, and now Mayhuli looking to posture for a fight. Cyrene still has the quickness of a combo, so the Lovers duo, even though from separate lanes, they're going to both head mid together.
And they're going to be even more powerful because Rakan is actually building damage in this case.
Yeah, Rakan's actually building damage. He can absolutely just ruin the rest of their team.
Yeah. So it's not in this game, it's not just the Xayah that's going to be doing the damage from that team.
Yeah, and even then, Drodvir, he's still doing a ton of damage. Chex Mixin building damage. They actually only have 1 pseudo tank on their team, and that's Drodvir, and he's got a Black Cleaver and a Titanic Hydra. He can tear through.
Health.
Yeah, it's just health. He can tear through basically any one of these TLP members.
He does have a little bit of armor. Does have the chainmail.
Yeah, it does have a chainmail, but
that's it. Like, he does have the vest, but that is all he has in the side of armor. Even has Moby boots.
Yeah, Moby boots instead of oh, that's going to be the flash away from the Zister. Moby boots instead of Ninja Toppies or even Merc Treads. But I think Ninja Toppies would be the one against this team, especially with Toe Knuckles and No Mind. And Panther. Yeah. Graves, that's a big one. Yeah,
Yeah.
10% or 12% on auto attacks. Yeah, it's pretty good against a guy who auto attacks.
A lot. There's a lot of auto attacks coming out on that. Especially with early game, if you rush the early Ninja Tabi, it'd be good having Panther come up to the top side a lot for ganks. But we see that Chex Mixin is able to take that Drake. Mayhuli down there helping that out, and they're just going to try and force TLP to the top side. Right now, all 5 members are there, and it looks like they're going to try and pinch onto them.
Yeah, Propulsion ignoring the bot side in favor of the mid. They know that their Baron buff is near down, so they want to take this they want to crack this inhibitor as fast as possible. But Blue Borke going to use the final spark. It's not going to take down Cyrene. He and Ginger Stockings are still pretty healthy. That's the Ornhorn coming out, going to knock up Chex Mixin. But no, nothing comes of it. Not a coordinated engage from TLP yet.
No, not yet. There's not a whole lot of engages that they had. Yes, if you look at Repulsion's team, they're very squishy, but they can run away extremely easily.
Yeah, both of them fairly good at disengaging. The only person that isn't really is Ornn.
Yeah, no, Ornn is more so, I'm going in. I'm
still going in, and I've gone around the earth, and now I am disengaging.
Yeah, so that's really the only way he can disengage is if he runs
just kind of
all
back
the way around.
Yeah, through and around, rather than walking away.
He just dives the back line and then walks out the backside. The team fights later.
Yeah, see you guys. But now we do have... That's going to be the quickness. He's going to charm up No Mind. Catch him with the Arcane Shift. And now Toe Knuckles on Cyrene, forcing him to flash away. The Zister going solo. Toe Knuckles is going to come back and go down to Chex Mixin's Widowmaker, Zister, and Drodvir duking it out again. But Chex Mixin takes that kill as well. Cyrene is dead, but it looks like Propulsion can just look to end here. Only Blue Borke is alive. And Mayhuli, very strong, 7, 1, and 9, able to take down these structures in quick fashion.
Yeah, the Baron is down, but they're bringing both the way from the mid lane and the top to the towers, so Mayhuli has all the time to chip away that he needs to. They need to hurry though.
Yeah.
No Mind is up.
Panther up
about
as
to
well.
follow.
So Propulsion going to actually just back off, not push their luck here. So
No, that was 1.5 of the Nexus turrets going down.
yeah, so one more good push and Propulsion might just be able to finish it out here. It is an 11,000 gold lead, 5 turrets and 6 turrets now, and 22 kills.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
and there is none of that freestanding gold that we were talking about last game. None of that is there for TLP to take. It's only it's only inner turrets left.
It is. It's only inner, and those are extremely hard to crack when the waves are pushed this far into your base. Especially with top and mid going to be pushing in relatively hard. That's going to be extremely hard to take those inner turrets. The only spot you could really take is bot, but you don't want to leave those other 2 lanes up because the minions are just going to push into your base.
And it does take a coordinated push. You can't just send one person down there to take an inner turret like that. They'll get punished so hard for that, and you will definitely lose more than you get. Now Siren coming around the side. Checks Mixon might be able... Nope, does not get the charm off onto the Zister. But Propulsion, you know, doing what they need to. This is the last...
coming around the backside.
This is the last inhibitor turret left. If they want to go for that triple inhibitor, obvious, we can just finish it out now. No better place to go than here.
It is, but I don't honestly think they need to.
I don't think they need to. I think it's the safe bet, but also they're playing Rakan mid. What is a safe bet?
Yeah, that's true. Right now, it looks like almost anything for them. This game, Propulsion has done extremely good job of... jungle presence by Chex Mixon has been very good. Drodvir has done a very good job in the top lane. Both of them then coming into the middle to help Zyrane and put him ahead.
That's going to be the flash away from Panther as Drodvir goes in with the Cataclysm. Blue Blockade is going to die, and now the Recombo coming out, actually going to miss, and he's going to lose his life. Ginger Stocking is now losing hers. Chex Mixon is going to go down. Drodvir is like the only person left. Oh, Mehuli isn't even there.
Mehuli just got really low and decided, I'm out.
Is going to go down. A completely lost fight for Propulsion. They get the other Nexus turret, but it looks like Panther and Toenknuckles should be able to clear this fairly easily.
Yeah, it looked like Mehuli said, oh, the fight's starting to swing the other way, and I don't quite want to go under that
I don't want to
tower.
be here anymore.
Goodbye.
Yeah, a very aggressive engage by Drodvir leads to his team just running in one by one and dying. But it doesn't really matter. They're this far ahead. Mehuli can just walk up and take that inhibitor turret, the final turret left for TLP, with impunity.
Yeah, they're just not able to get on to the inhibitor because as the rest of TLP comes up, that allows the Zister to roam up and put pressure there. So Mehuli not able to take over that last inhibitor, unfortunately.
But now with Baron up, I think Propulsion are just going to look to take this. Mehuli clearing out the wards, and with Chex Mixon and Drodvir both on the way, it looks like they're going to go for it, and they're just going to start it.
They are, and there's not a whole lot they can do. Panther has shown he is still in the base, clearing away the minions. So they're going to have to... There's going to have to be a miracle if this is going to be stolen.
Yeah, it's going to have to be like a final spark. Oh, that's Siren going in, hitting No Mind. He's going to take him down. That's the Baron going over, and now Drodvir is taking on the Zister and Panther at the same time. Mehuli in here, the Zister flashing away. Panther as well, he is running. Chex Mixon does not have the Widowmaker, has the Widowmaker. I thought she used it. The Zister is now going to lose his life as well. That's a 4-for-1, and Propulsion are going to push it in to try and end.
Yeah, so here's the TP from Drodvir going straight in. It's only Toenknuckles left alive, and there's not a whole lot that he can do amidst 4 different people.
He might just be going for one style kill here, using the death mark onto Drodvir. Drodvir gets away, and it's not going to mean anything. Propulsion takes down the Nexus for the win.
Yeah, they do. They had a lot of interesting roster swaps there, doing a... it might throw everybody off a little bit, but Propulsion showing, hey, we can play these off roles. We can take something like Chex Mixon going to the jungle, Siren going to mid, Mehuli to bot. We can make these swaps, and we can make it work.
Yeah, making sure to play those comfort picks, styling on the enemy, as it were.
Definitely.
So that is our second game of the day. The next one coming up is the Piltover Pokes versus the Hardest Road. But first, and more importantly, there is a giveaway. So who wants $5
Ooh.
at the GetRECt store?
Ooh, fancy.
I am going to just drop it in chat so that everyone can read it, and the first person to use it gets it. I'm not going to do any fancy like raffles or whatever. So, on your mark, get set, and go.
Hope you have your orders ready, guys.
Yeah, you better have your order ready. Use that code that I just put in chat on the GetRECt store. I guess there's like a coupon code thing or something, but use that there and you will get $5 off your purchase. So like buy a mug or something, or a t-shirt with your team on it, or a dabbing rainbow penguin.
I said the dabbing,
There is a
rainbow,
dabbing
the
rainbow
dabbing
penguin.
rainbow penguin phone case.
Yes.
Was pretty nice.
So while you guys figure out what you're going to spend your newfound $5 on, we're going to take a quick break and be right back with OSU versus the Hardest Road. Well, the good news is there wasn't a beat to drop at the point where I had to switch off. So
The point that you could have let the music go on for a little
what
bit.
can I say except you come?
You like that song way too much.
I love that song.
You like that song way too much.
Maybe. So we have the final game between the Piltover Pokes and the Hardest Road.
Yep.
for
And
it.
so on the blue side, we have the Piltover Pokes. In the top lane, Majestic Emu playing Rumble. Brinticus in the jungle on Hecarim. Kilgar going back to the mid lane on Aurelia. And OSU Alarm and Celercia rounding out the bot lane with Twitch and Nami.
Meanwhile, on the red side, the Noxus division representatives, the Hardest Road, Meristematic in the on the Renekton on top lane, Hulk playing Xin in the jungle, Winged Nation on the Swain mid, and in the bot lane we have PG-13 and Marionette playing Varus and Morgana. Not sure if Marionette is a sub or if
Name
they
change.
just changed their name. But in any case, pretty standard comp coming out from the Hardest Road. But on the other side, we've got some spicy picks.
Yeah, we do. I especially like this Rumble pick. The slight change, a lot of us would call it a buff, to the Leandries is definitely something that helps out Rumble. A few patches, I guess closer to 5 or 6 patches back, they buffed his ultimate as well.
Yep.
So this, what we'd call a buff to the Leandries, buffs him again.
I mean, it's definitely a buff. It's definitely a Leandri's buff for Rumble specifically. Yeah. It's damage. It's damage over time,
which
the max health damage over time,
which
is
is more equalizer stuff.
Yeah, that's what he needs rather than straight AP. That doesn't help him nearly as much. So definitely Rumble is in a stronger place this patch, and I'm pretty sure someone on Reddit compiled a list of the changes. So like the Leandri's change, the Darius change, and the effects that they had on win rates. So the Leandri's far and away was basically a buff for everyone, especially when you got it first item. So if we see Majestic Emu rushing Leandri's here, I definitely see Piltover Pokes as the favored matchup, as a favored team coming into this. Honestly, I find them the favored team coming into this anyways. I think Twitch is just ridiculous, and Hecarim really good at setting up things for that. But now Brinticus going to have to smite the Scuttle Crab as Hulk chases him down. He's slowed by the Vision of Empire, and Hulk might be able to get in here. Flashes forward, and he takes the first blood.
He does, and Wing Nation coming in on the side with the eye, giving that a little bit slow there, allowing Hulk to stay up, keep up with Brinticus. And that's one thing.
Sorry, his name is Inticus.
Inticus,
please.
Sorry,
He just
Inticus.
He just died 1v1,
Inticus
getting
here.
chased through his own
level 2 Inticus showing for duty.
Yes.
But Wing Nation here allowed to have the Swain. We've seen him pilot the Swain for the last few weeks, and he's been doing an insanely good job on it.
Yeah, I do want to see how he fares into Kilgar's Irelia, though, but Hulk here forcing the flash from Celercia. It looks like he's going in anyways. Kilgar and Wing Nation trading damage. Kilgar might, he's definitely gonna go down. OSU falling behind early in the mid and jungle.
Definitely. And now with Majestic Emu doing a really good job forcing away Meristematic, the extra health, HP regen from that Doran Shield, keeping him nice and healthy.
Yeah, as well, the Doran Shield doing great against Meristematic just because, he's Renekton, he does the auto attack things, so that's gonna aid him there. It's Celercia catching the pool. So, this is interesting. Marionette does have a coin rather than a Spell Thief's Edge, so
it is definitely something that you don't always see. You normally see that Spell Thief's Morgana being just
you want
really
Spell
annoying.
Thief's Morgana.
Every
it's
time you
really
land a Tormented
easy to
Soil,
proc.
that's a free gold. But now, needing to make sure that she's up near the wave, collecting these coins, getting this extra gold, and it's also going to have a little bit more, well, not necessarily as much trouble with the mana regen, because she is going to get the mana coins every once in a while.
Yeah, it does seem like because I don't particularly like Spell Thieves on Nami. I think it's too hard generally to get reliable poke off. You'd get more gold from a coin in most cases, and especially in this case, Varus is long enough range that that it's not like, you know, you're doing this against, I don't know, Vayne or Quinn. Actually, Varus is pretty short range.
But the Morgana
but, you know,
is
Morgana
away.
being able to catch you out if you move too far forward. So
yeah, no, it's yes, can still get up there. Yes, can still do damage, but it's gonna be a little bit harder.
I think it's a little more threatening in that case.
It is definitely. I do agree with you that I think those items should be flipped. Should see Celercia on the coin and Marionette on.
I mean, the big one is that Marionette should be on the Spell Thieves.
Yeah.
Celercia on the coin. I mean, that's just a personal preference thing because I play a more safe Nami.
Yeah.
Because if I'm playing Nami, I'm not trying. Like, I don't want to bully the lane anyways.
Yeah, Meristematic.
You know what? I just hate playing Nami.
Yeah,
I hate playing against Nami too.
But no, Meristematic doing a good job dodging that Flame Spitter damage from Majestic Emu, and now we see Hulk in the top lane. Meristematic waiting, getting does have level 6 though. Majestic
Hulk
Emu
comes
has
in on,
Equalizer, and it comes out just too late.
Not a great equalizer there. Just using it when you already knew that you're dead.
No, and more engage into the mid lane. The Wing Nation doing a good job onto Kilgar, chunking him to half health.
Yeah, that's the teleport coming out from Majestic Emu, so... Hulk's here. He's diving in on Kilgar. Gonna get stunned, and now...
Hello, Wing Nation.
Yeah, wow. That was, Kilgar.
Kilgar?
Kildgar and Intikis.
Yep. No. So now what do we got here for Emu? It's not as easy to think of something for this.
Yeah, it's hard. Majestic Emu, it's a pretty unique name, but definitely OSU alarmingly bad.
That one.
Got him!
Got him. But no, in all seriousness, though, OSU Alarm is going to need to be the staple for his team, though.
Yeah, at this point, with the top side of the map losing already, it's going to be up to this Twitch. You know, you've got to get to that point where it's like, oh, well, I can play Twitch. All you have to do is walk into the middle of the enemy team, press R, and then press A. So...
Or right-click, depending on...
yeah, or right-click, depending on what your personal preference is.
Yeah.
Do you auto-attack move, or do you just right-click?
Yeah, it just depends on what you're doing there. But, yeah, and then Nami's going to keep you alive, Tidalwave's going to keep the enemy team off of you.
Excuse me, oh, wait a minute, that's Killer, not Kilgar. Kilgar specifically asked me to roast OSU, so, you know,
and then
you can blame him.
Then we roast me, because I was playing with GSM, so
yeah,
I'm
I roasted you for GSM, and I roasted Cyrane, because I know him.
Because Cyrane is Cyrane.
Yeah, if you ask me to roast you, I'll roast you. I don't particularly like it because it just feels mean sometimes when I go hard. It feels mean for me.
But no, if you ask us to specifically roast somebody, then we will.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be the flash away from Kilgar. So can we just like stay on mid lane? Oh, Brintic is moving forward. He might be in trouble. He is not even level 6, so he doesn't have that onslaught of shadows. And if he gets jumped on by Hulk and Wing Nation, he might be in a little bit of trouble.
Just a little bit. But now he's going back to his jungle, trying to hit that level 6. Does get it right here off of the Wolves, and now is going to be able to look towards some form of gank. But they have to be careful. Hulk does have the timer on that blue buff. He is coming back, looking to try and steal that.
Hulk coming back. It looks like he's going to be able to get it unless Majestic Emu comes up to... Oh, Brenticus. You had Smite too. But Hulk got it. Oh, and now it's going to be a 3v2. Hulk going very low, but Majestic Emu going to lose his life as Hulk flashes away. Okay, now he's 0-2. We got to figure out something for him.
We have to.
I just int Emu.
I
don't know.
See, look, Audi.
Okay, that's yes, but also no. Brintic is now going in against Hulk. He might be in trouble. He's slowed down, and now he's going to be taken down.
Brenticus
as he fails the
onslaught doesn't go
onslaught.
over the wall like that. It's like a flash. You got to be right next to it.
OSU has a history of losing. 6-0 now for the hardest road. 3,000 kills. 3,000 gold.
3,000 kills. That's how it feels at this point.
Yeah, it feels like 3,000 kills. Kilgar now still against Wing Nation, taking so much damage. Wing Nation with the Ignite. He's going to move forward onto Kilgar and just take him down. 4 kills now on this Swain. Jeez.
I'll say, and if you look, 4 kills onto the Swain, 3 kills onto the Xin Zhao. It is the jungle and the mid for the hardest road with all of these kills. They haven't even touched bot lane.
Yeah, Winged Nation has consistently been one of the strongest performers on the hardest road. On this team, just being able to carry from the mid lane, it doesn't look like it's going to be any different this time around. He's just doing so much against, and that's going to be the Chain of Corruption coming in. It's a 3v2 though, because Brenticus is here. Marionette is going to go down. Brenticus picks up a kill for himself.
Yeah, he does, getting himself back in the game, knowing that, I kind of would have liked to have seen that go over to OSU Alarm, but at this point, a kill is a kill.
Yeah, at this point, OSU has a kill. Yeah. That's the important thing for them.
They have the kill. They're on the board. That's what they need.
But now we have Hulk soloing this dragon. I think it's a mountain, it kind of looked like, but I haven't been paying attention to the dragon, so...
It's really hard to tell because you got that big fat face sitting there.
Yeah, because he's on top of it, but now Kilgar fighting Wing Nation again. He's actually disarmed. He might be in trouble, but Kilgar moving a little far forward. He's not going to get the stun on Wing Nation. They're both quite low. He jumps in on him, and that's going to be... Kilgar! What are you doing?
Kilgar, what are you doing? It looked so good for you for the moment, and then
you just went back in.
You should have just backed off. If you had had the stun, stay.
Yeah,
but
if you had stunned him, you could have killed him.
Stay back.
But you didn't, so leave.
Now Majestic Emu fighting with Meristematic it looks like it's not picking up that Leandries for the first item.
And now Brenticus going to go down as well. Wing Nation and Hulk are just ripping through this OSU team. It looks like they're also going to get the first turret, put themselves at a 5,000 gold lead at 12 minutes.
Yeah, this is not good. Majestic Emo not able to trade back onto Meristematic there, was overheated. Good trade there from the top laner of Hardest Road.
Yeah, he does have the Oblivion Orb built right now, so it looks like he is going for that Leandries rush.
Leandries doesn't build from
the
orb.
That's
a
Morellonomicon. I forget. Hulk cannot dash now. He has already used it. He's not going to be... Oh, he's going to go down. Twitch taking the kill. That's the teleport coming in from Majestic Emu. He has he's just got stunned, and he used the equalizer so late. Now that's going to be Alarm going down. The onslaught of shadows coming out. He doesn't cross the wall, but it doesn't matter because Wing Nation is going down as well. PG-13 is going to lose his life. Majestic Emu lives. It's a 4-for-1. OSU finally getting something back in this game.
Yeah, and that is a huge bunch of shutdowns. He has the one onto Hulk and the one onto Wing Nation. That's a
7-kill shutdown.
And it looks like they're going to get a tower off of this as well. Isn't first turret, but is going to be a turret all the same.
Yeah. So they are going to bring it back to about 2,000 gold in favor of the hardest road. Pretty good, all things considered. Oh, now Meristematic
still is about 2.5.
Yeah, doing Renekton things on that top turret, it's going to be 2,500 gold.
But yeah, no, doing a good job of bringing this game back is the Pokes. They're not just rolling over and letting Road have this game. They're fighting this out.
It's like Wing Nation all chat FF question mark.
Yeah,
and OSU
that 10-minute question
Alarm
mark FF at 15.
Alarm and Inticus, winnable, guys.
Yep, winnable.
Winnable. 3,000 gold, or 2,500 gold, but now Wing Nation with the blue buff means it's going to be that much harder for whoever's in the mid lane to deal with him, so.
Yeah, it is, and it's probably, right now, it is OSU Alarm, and there's very squishy Twitch. Not going to be able to do a lot to Wing Nation, especially once Ultimate comes back up again, here in a few seconds.
Yeah, he does have his Bork, however, that's going to be pretty good at getting through that extra health. And now Meristematic heading bot lane with PG-13. to take on Kilgar. It shouldn't be that much of a fight. I mean, there's two of them and
one
of Kilgar.
and a Kilgar.
Yeah, 1 and 4 Irelia. He might just have to seed this turret, but if they dive, I actually don't know where this could go, because if PG-13...
What, the stun just going
The stun was
completely
inside
wide.
the wall.
The wall.
But yeah, if PG-13 gets ulted by Irelia, gets hit by the disarm. Oh, Meristematic now under the turret. He's actually going to go down, and now PG-13 isn't quite disarmed. You did a great job not moving, not disarming himself. He shuts down Irelia, but on the top side, they get 2 kills. Hulk and Wing Nation. They lose Majestic Emu, but it's a 2 for 3 across the board.
They do, and yes, Kilgar started 0 and 4. He's now 2 and 5.
He's 2 and 5. That's improvement.
Yeah, same with Inticus. Started 0 and 3. Now is
4 and 3. Yes.
Like, we've got to, he's doing better now.
You got to look on the bright side. It's within 4 kills, and still going to be 1 turret difference, since PG-13 is going to get to wail on that turret in the bot lane. But still, it's 2,000 gold. Still.
It is. It's still it's still gold in the pocket. Going to be equalized again to 2.5. But they're starting to answer things that the Hardest Road is bringing to them.
Yeah.
Like, Hardest Road is saying, hey, we're going to do this, and the pokes are now are able to say, okay, we'll answer you right back. We're going to go get this.
Yeah, we're doing this on the other side of the map. It doesn't really matter if you can, kill Kilgar and take this turret, because we're going to kill more of your guys and take this turret.
Yep. And now with Hulk is rotating on, there's not rotating on to Shelly. There's not a lot that the pokes can do. We see that Brenticus is on the bottom side. Looks like this is going to be not completely uncontested here for Hulk.
Yeah, so let's look at the items here. The item count, Kilgar is actually pretty strangely even in items a bit. I mean,
part of that
he's
is from
not
the farm. Kilgar being even in items partially from his farm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's even in farm with Wing Nation, but, Wing Nation being 6 kills ahead, you'd think that he would basically be a full item plus. But right now, I mean, he's got 2 components. They are actually fairly expensive components. Yeah. So in gold, he's probably 2,000 ahead, maybe. But again, Trinity Force, that's a very high cost item. So really, Kilgar doing pretty okay for himself, all things considered. Meanwhile, Brenticus, he is building what looks like his Triforce after finishing his boots. Hulk in the same vein, even though Brenticus is about 20 CS down. So
yeah, he is, and this you can come out and see from the top lane from Majestic Emu, the Morella column is finished, and we now have the Haunting guys, which is going to go into the Leandries, which we were talking about earlier. Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be a dragon fight here. 5 members walking right in. That's going to be Brenticus caught. He's going to get killed right there, but the equalizer is here. Meristematic, that's going to be Marionette going down. Meristematic down as well. Wing Nation on the run. Kilgar in the backline. He takes down PG-13 before dying himself. That's going to be 3 versus 2, though. There's still 2 members left of the Hardest Road to the 3 members of Oklahoma State.
Yeah, but of those 2 members of the Hardest Road, one of them is Hulk with the Smite. So that means that we are not going to see the pokes rotate down to that Drake.
He doesn't have Smite. I mean, I'm sure that the pokes don't actually know that, but Hulk doesn't have Smite for another 10 seconds. Yeah.
They know it's a Smite up. But Majestic
there is
Emu,
the potential of a Smite. Majestic Emu may be caught here by Wing Nation and Hulk. No, it's just going to be Hulk. But Wing Nation forced to flash away. He's actually going to die to Alarm. 3, 1, and 6 now for this Twitch.
That Expunge starting to do a lot. And I'm really looking forward to, I'm assuming those 2 items, the dagger and the Brawler's Gloves, are going to start building into the Runaan's Hurricane.
Yes,
and
well,
so
it better be.
I'd assume that's generally
there you go.
There it is. There's the Zeal. That's going to go into the Runaans. That is going to be spreading this poison so far in these team fights.
The only other thing that would even kind of make sense. No, never mind.
No,
nothing else would make sense.
Not from a Zeal.
Yeah. I mean, there's 4 Zeal items.
But none of the Zeal items would make sense on Twitch. At least as opposed to a
Brenticus not getting the Dragon Steel. Meristematic going to be shielded. And now Brenticus caught again. PG-13 going to not hit him with the chunk damage.
Nope, not able to quite get there. Hey, look, a red buff.
Hey, look, a red buff. Brinticus is finally going to get his red buff after it was stolen away by Hulk and Wing Nation, so that's good for him.
It is. And it's because the last one was stolen. He died the first time with it.
Yep.
So he hasn't really had a red buff all game.
This is his red buff. There are many like it, but this one is his.
This one is his, and only his.
Yeah, Meristematic now split pushing the bot lane since he took the inner turret on the top lane using the Rift Herald. It is now 3,000 gold in favor of the hardest road. They are 3 kills ahead, 2 turrets ahead, and as well as the actually pretty big 2 Ocean Drakes.
Yeah, these Ocean Drakes going to allow them to stay healthy in these prolonged pushes. Because right now Wing Nation, Meristematic, Meristematic they're going to have a lot of pressure. Generally, Wing Nation with the team have a lot of pressure, along with PG-13. Meristematic going to have a lot of pressure in one of these side lanes with whoever the pokes send up against him. And they're just going to be able to barrel through, especially with Ocean Drakes. They can walk back for a few seconds, regen, and then go back in for another fight.
Yeah, and it's going to really help their sieging potential just because, aside from PG-13, they're really not great at sieging. Two melees. Swain, who's more, who can't really siege.
He's just more of a bully.
Yeah, he can kind of pick, but it's still more just bullying, team fighting, like picking and starting a fight rather than picking and taking a turret. Marionette, again, going to be that sort of pick and start a fight. And then, Maris and Hulk, both of them they're melee champs. They're melee bruiser team fight, kill champs.
That's exactly what they're looking to do, is start the fight, fall off, regen, re-engage, fall off, regen, and try and keep it so that pokes are unable to back to go back up to full health.
I don't think that really works for the hardest road, though. A lot of their power is built into their team fighting ultimates, specifically Wing Nation and PG-13. Both of them have very strong lockdown and then team fight power as their ultimates, and I mean, you can back off and go back again and just have the health advantage, but I think OSU wins on basic abilities. If the pokes can get the hardest road to blow their ultimates on anything, I think they do have a strong case for winning team fights here.
And that is great. That is granted. There is a lot of, especially with the Aurelia, we all know, it doesn't matter what happens to an Aurelia early. Once they have the Trinity Force, they are a threat.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah, 2 items in Aurelia just becomes a monster at that point. It doesn't really.
It's like Yasuo.
Yeah, it's like Yasuo or Twitch or Kog'Maw. Once you hit that point, suddenly you're one of the strongest champs in the game.
Magic.
Jax. Doing Jax things.
That's a good way of putting it. Baron going to be aggroed, but Brenticus not scared at all, just going to walk out of there safely with Celercia on the side.
Yeah, at this point it looks like OSU has decided that they're just gonna go for the they're gonna go for the scale. Alarm, by far the strongest scaling champion in this game, and as well Meristematic falls off really hard late. Renekton just, not a late game champ. Not at all what he was designed to do. And Irelia going to keep that power far later than Maris, and it's not like the Equalizer's ever going to be bad.
No, an Equalizer is never bad.
Yeah.
Especially just sitting there doing some damage over time in the team fight, and especially whenever he finishes this, Leandri's going to be doing even more damage.
So, it's slowed down. How's your weekend been so far?
It's been pretty good.
That's good.
Nothing too much to write home about. Went dancing yesterday. That was fun.
Oh, that's fun.
If anybody likes to go ballroom dancing, there's a wonderful place on Friday nights. It's called Shall We Dance. It's here in Norman. They do a wonderful ballroom dancing. If anybody is interested in that.
The only catch is you have to dance with Corey.
I can lead or follow.
He's looking for a partner.
No, I just go there and have fun. You don't actually have to dance with me, but I can lead or follow, so take your pick.
Oh, that's going to be the engage, though, and now Brintic is pushed to the outside of the fight. It looks like Road is just getting decimated. That's going to be a double kill, and now Maristamatic in the middle on the back of the fight. He's going to go down. That's a clean ace. Easy peasy for Oklahoma State. They're going to take down Road in a spectacular fashion.
Yeah, dude, that was out of nowhere.
Yeah, all of the ultimates blown immediately onto Brinticus. Hulk crescent sweeping him away as Wing Nation used a Demonic Ascension, and PG-13 using his Chain of Corruption onto Brinticus, who had basically just blown everything he had with the Onslaught of Shadows, which allowed Kilgar, Alarm, and Emu to all just jump in there, throw the ultimates, the Equalizer tearing through the team but not as much as the Twitch.
Yeah, no, and the tidal wave there, making sure that knocking everyone up, giving them that slow, it then allows Twitch to just keep pumping more damage with the ultimate there, along with just the Equalizer from Majestic Emu shredding through the hardest road.
And now, finally, 25 minutes into the game, the Piltover Pokes have a gold lead. It is 1,000 in their favor now. They are only really ahead in kills. And gold. Look at Kilgar's CS lead in the mid lane. That's 50 right there over Wing Nation. He's been keeping it up, having to come from behind.
That's where he's coming
Will
from.
they be able to catch Road here? The Equalizer not quite up. Maristamatic going rather low. That's the Onslaught of Shadows. He's going to take down Maristamatic as they chase down the rest of the hardest road. Wing Nation flashing away. Now Hulk and Brinticus. It looks like Hulk is actually going to be on the better end of that, but Kilgar coming in. He's going to jump in onto Hulk and take him down. The 0-4 Irelia now 6-6 on a killing spree.
Yes, she is. And now this is coming from the Irelia sitting in these side lanes, doing exactly what he's doing right now. Getting all this farm, crashing waves into the turret, and this is how he's been able to come back this game.
Getting that second item, the Sterix Gauge, doing so much for her, allows Kilgar to have that survivability as well as the damage provided by Triforce and the base attack damage. So now PG-13 and Marionette have to counter-siege this as Emu, Alarm, Celercia, and Brinticus all try and take down this turret and succeed. Now Kilgar and Wing Nation, it's the grudge match 1v1. Will Kilgar take down his old nemesis, the man who solo killed him so many times? But Wing Nation runs like a baby. He knows he isn't going to win it. Kilgar is just too strong at this point. And now OSU rotates to the top side where this Twitch is going to get to siege this turret. Maris on the backside. He's going to stun up Emu, but he's going to be stunned up himself, and he's going to take a bunch of chunk damage. Hulk coming in for moral support as Kilgar moves to the mid lane. The only inner turret left is on that top side.
Yeah, it is, and it looks like the Pokes are looking to rotate to that and get it. They were trying to back there for a second, but it looks like they're trying to use Kilgar to put some pressure. Never mind, they're just going to finish that back after all.
Yeah, I think their Baron buff might be just running out, so just getting that final back in to buy items before they go for another push.
Yeah, that is really frustrating, because when you start to back with Baron and then you lose it, it just suddenly goes back to being a normal back.
Does it? I mean, of course, you've got to time it so that it's 4 seconds worth, but yeah, I guess. I want to talk about how weird Badlands Baron Rumble is. Like, it's very Mad Max, but also the tank just doesn't fit Tristy's walking animation.
It's just so weird. It's like he's just kind of sitting there rumbling around. Oh.
Okay, so the Baron is still up, but it's about to go down.
It's about to go on.
So I was close.
In just a second.
Apparently Brinticus tabbed out, so the three of them were just standing there protecting him.
Apparently.
Apparently, yeah, sure, Brinticus.
We believe that that Windows suddenly gave you an update and made you tab out of the game. Sure.
Yeah, whatever. We believe you. So now 3,000 gold in favor of the Piltover Pokes. They're stretching it just a little bit. It was 1,000 earlier. Now it's 3,000 after that one team fight after they took those 2 turrets. Kilgar going back to his solo lane.
Yeah, and is very tame. That is a elixir of iron
Yeah, this is
that
Elixir of Iron.
that is on this Aurelia right
That's
now.
that's the tenacity there. You've got health and size, so you are going to be a more intimidating target. Now, Brinticus and Alarm taking on Meristematic. Alarm forced to flash away, but he's going to tear into Meristematic. That's going to be an onslaught of shadows across the entire team. Alarm going to go down to Hulk, but now this is Majestic Emu here, and Brinticus is running. Wing Nation going to take on and take down Wing Nation. An ace. And Kilgar wasn't even there.
No, Kilgar was not even there for that fight. Now just showing up in the mid lane, full health to help his team push into this inhibitor turret.
Yeah, 4 members now. They lost Alarm, which means that their turret pushing capabilities will be severely detrimented here. But it's not going to pose a challenge for them as they take down both this turret and the inhibitor that it was protecting.
Yeah, and it looks probably from here what they're going to want to do is look to this top side. The wave is crashing in, and they want to take this second turret, second tier turret as well.
And now the Piltover Pokes stretch their lead to 6,000. Trading for a 4-kill positive and 2 turrets. That's going to be a 7,000 now gold lead.
Yeah, it is, and this is not what you would have been expecting if you watched the first 10 minutes of the night.
The first 10 minutes was
of the match.
rather demoralizing if you were cheering for the Pokes. But now Hulk might be in trouble. The ultimate comes out, and it's going to be Kilgar versus Hulk. He's not going to be able to do anything as Kilgar is on a rampage.
Yeah, no, this...
Kilgar flashing forward, gets the double stun, the equalizer comes out, and now Meristematic is taken down. PG-13, he's going to try and take down Kilgar himself, but that's going to be the stopwatch for Kilgar. PG-13 on the run, on the top side. OSU Alarm now chasing down Wing Nation. He's going to go down to Kilgar, coming back into spectacular fashion as PG-13 goes down. That's the ace, and it looks like Oklahoma State are going to finish off this game.
It is, and unfortunately for PG-13, there was nothing he can do there. It's kind of hard to run away from the Hecarim. You just can't do anything when he's chasing you down.
And now the Nexus goes down for Oklahoma State as they take the victory over the hardest road.
If they do, Intigus and Kilgar coming back in the end, starting out as 0-3 and 0-4, and actually doing a whole lot to help their team.
Great job by these two. Alarm helping keep his team in the game, as well as Majestic Emu hitting some clutch equalizers that allowed his team to get back.
And one unsung hero in that, we didn't mention Celercia all that much, but this Nami has 25 assists.
Yes, that is a 26/29 kill participation. I don't know what that fraction is, but it's 26/29. That's like over 90%.
It is a huge percentage.
Or that's just under 90%.
Yeah, still, either way, that's a huge percentage of kill participation.
Yeah, so great job by all of the Piltover Pokes coming together and taking down the hardest road from what was a very shaky early game for them. The hardest road not able to translate that lead into the late game. But that will be our last game of the day. So now with the cross-conference being completely finished, I don't know who won the first 2 games, but Noxus took this set 2-1. Propulsion and Ghost taking the games over GSM and TLP in that reverse order.
Yeah.
But the final game
of
the day.
Players.
Yeah. The final game of the day, the Piltover Pokes taking it over the hardest road. So that will be the conclusion of Week 7, Super Week 2 for the Gold Division of GetRECt 2018 Fall Split.
Yep.
So tomorrow I will be back with Diamond Part 2, Super Week Part 2. There's actually only going to be a couple games from that because apparently 100 Steves and Golden Gatekeepers forfeited all of their games. So shame on you, 100 Steves and Golden Gatekeepers. But I'll be back anyways. I'll do the other 2 games, I think. It's 3 games because 100 Steves and Gatekeepers played each other. We're supposed to play each other. I will be joined by, I believe it is Himana, the former support for Apache and current sub for 100 Steves. Otherwise, you will see us casting gold again next weekend again, always Saturdays, we'll be getting into the final weeks of the split, the playoff race.
And this is when things get most exciting, especially in Demacia. There's only one team for Demacia that's been completely knocked out of playoff contention.
Yeah, and that
is 100 Steves.
Well, yeah, completely knocked out of playoff contention, but I'm pretty sure Vicious and Delicious has to win out. Well, while
Vicious
Seal
and
Team
Delicious
6
has to be really close.
Yeah, I think Vicious and Delicious has to win out while Seal Team 6 and Snack lose.
Yeah.
So that's
or Snack's in the other. It's GSM.
Snack's in the other. So
GSM has to straight up lose out as well as Seal Team 6. So it's really rough for them, but they could still make it.
Yeah, everyone but 100 Steves is still in contention in Demacia. On the other hand, in Noxus, I think both Bingo Squad and Indigo
Snack.
Sky.
And I think Snack is also out as well.
Yeah, maybe. So
if I remember correctly,
we'll get into that
from the
next
meme
week.
slides from if I remember correctly from the meme slides that were created on Wednesday night.
Yeah, so we will be back with that next week as the playoff race continues. So make sure to tune in next week, slap that follow button, and we'll see you all later.